don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too.
Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy when you out with your friends. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more. Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy when you out with your friends. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more.
You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth,
What's up, Puff?
I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop
How's everybody
it too.
doing?
You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna cop it too. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy coupe, finna
Yes,
cop it too.
Pedro, Mr. JM, what's going on? King J, what's happening? Crypto Munch, Trumbo, nice to meet you. Body Mechanic, how you been, man? KB, what's going on? Love Matters,
Girl, don't call my
what's up?
phone,
Bright Light,
I know where you been. You like to
Misfit,
get
what's going
messy
on?
when you out with your friends.
Windy City,
I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure.
what's up? Frank White, Bright Light, Alpha Hover,
Girl, don't call my phone,
Hans,
I know where you been.
Josh T,
You like to
what's
get
up, Mr.
messy when you out
Pulse
with your friends.
Jiu-Jitsu,
I'm not scared to
Daniel
say
Lou,
that I'm
Lunacy
insecure,
Point, what's
but you're too
happening?
scared to
Ink
say that you
Maxi,
want more.
You don't
Henny,
gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Billy
SMO
coupe,
Spider,
finna cop it too.
been a second. What's up, right away? Jacob's Hex Ladder, nice to meet you, man. No cry faggot on the stream. Real billionaire boy. What's up? What's up, Tron Inez? Kirill, what's happening, brother? Good to see you, man. Yo, what's up, billionaire? How you doing, billionaire? What's going on? Yeah. Mexican lost in Asia. What's happening? Pookie Doo. What a day, man. What a day. Everybody smash the like button. Welcome to the channel. The man is back. He is back. That's right. He is back with a vengeance. He is not messing around. You guys better get ready. We're going to go over his tweet storm that he's had going on. That's the thing we got to see. Let me put a link up for you guys as well. Wow. What the fuck? Yo, what's up, William Dugan? How you doing? Looks like everybody's just getting here. I don't think Interpol matters, SW. Richie's back. What's going on? I think that the Interpol thing is going to be perfect when to like create another leg up, right? Like, for example, if people start coming and we need positive news, well, it could be something that gets brought up again later, right? I think it's really good. But technically, I don't think it matters. You know what I mean? Solana has rallied on lawsuits. XRP has rallied on problems. Like, we could have all kind of issues going on. You know, he could be wanted by the law, wanted for taking out cry faggies. And it's only going to help the marketing. It's only going to get people talking about it more and more, right? What's up, Katie? Data Dev. Good to see you. What's up, Bud P? So everybody smash the like button. Let's get into these tweets. Oh, I'm supposed to put a link up. Hang on a sec. Let's get that link up, right? In the meantime, I'm going to find that link. Everybody smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Telegram at Saint Wolf Vision. Instagram, Saint Wolf 369. I'm going to put a link in. Oh, okay. All right, I dropped it in the Telegram really quick here. Cool. Who we got? What's up, Chad? What's up, Gray Knight? Jacobs, Hex Ladder. Red Notice is already priced in. Yeah, exactly. All right. The man is back. Let's get started, man. Let's get into it. Do a quick, tiny little update before we jump into it. If you guys remember, I said when Tuesday comes, don't expect good news. Okay, so we're still hanging out, right? So we're at 112, right? I think a lot of people thought we were going to rip Monday or Tuesday, and I was pretty clear with you guys. I was like, look, this isn't going to resolve that fast. Maybe at the end of the week, maybe this weekend we start an upward move. Sure. Could be end of this week or something, but it's not something that just, was going to fix itself, so to speak, right? It was a pretty big liquidation. A lot of powerful people too. So ETH is still range bound right now. We're at 41.21, but for me, we're still in this. We're just ranging. We're okay. Right? It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, and then also, I happen to have called, what did I say? Oh, I just posted this. This was for my video in August. Do you guys remember? Look where the price was, and look what I drew. I drew this, okay? You see that? I just posted this on Twitter. I drew this on the show like I do all the time for you guys, and look at the price of pDAI right now. It's insane. You'd think maybe the market maker just literally saw what I drew and tried to match the price action to what I drew. There's a drawing. There's the drawing right there from this summer. That's the drawing from August. And I told you guys that's what pDAI was going to do. And look what pDAI did. Like, exactly. Almost exactly. I missed this little turn here a little bit. Whatever. Fucking, yeah. And Tuesday. That's right. So everybody smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. I think that's good. We've seen some of the major stuff. We can just get into the Twitter, because that is what you all came for. And that's what's keeping me up tonight, too. So, this is good. Oh, this happened in Egypt, by the way. There was a rave at the pyramids. I do think it was a type of Masonic festival, to be totally honest. But we don't have time for that this show. We'll talk about that another time. Let's get over here to Richard Hart. What's happening, Richard Hart? Oh, amazing. Amazing. Mr. Richard Hart. He woke up today on a certain side of the bed and decided to let Twitter know that he was back. All right, so let's see what happened. Let's go back to... Let's just start here. Sir, we just want to learn. Why don't you teach us, sir? Why don't you just do more, sir? Stop being hard on us, sir. Sir, do the needful. Maybe y'all are new here. I do the same or more for what I've done, except stream more on my 150K sub YouTube channel after 8 years. The last post 5 months ago got a pitiful 34,000 views. So you can really, truly quit trying to smack talk me because you're a red button enthusiast. It's real funny when the sell pressure cries at the guys holding instead of selling. Get hid, get blocked. Whoa. I don't even know. I didn't even see this one, actually. This one I'm just seeing. I would get more fucking views reviewing keyboards, literally. Yo, SW, thanks, brother. Right away. Really appreciate that, man. I really do. Early pump tires means, yeah. Some type of witchcraft? Probably some type of witchcraft. I got angels. I got friends on the other side, man. They help me out. It's funny to me when people are like, you'd get more views if you view more consistently, if you were more consistently streaming. Oh yeah? Explain why no vids even got 100,000 views in 8 years. I'll take real marketing over an 150K sub channel any day. Well, I don't know. It doesn't sound like that bad numbers to me. Hang on one sec. Let's bring the music down a little bit. Bring this down a little bit. I'm not a man. Okay. Hivid's back. Hivid says, idiots seem to think it helps if they talk smack until someone magically pumps a chart. Not how it works. All they create is a negative wave when all we actually need is a positive one for the best outcome to reach the massives. Where has she been the last 4 years? This is hilarious. We have the most amazing community in crypto. I love this. Where have you been? Fast Abdul. So how was your day? Crazy weather lately. Did you watch the hockey game? Richard, brother, you offered whales a 2.5x so that their sac rate is something around 0.00003 region. Getting technical there. Brother, we showed up every week for years now, and you blocked the guy who shilled your chain on the biggest show in crypto. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, let's go look at, let's see what else is going on. Okay, it gets even better. It gets spicier. Sorry to the so many of you that are just awesome, but the quite a few that suck need educated occasionally. Occasionally I prefer they go away than continue to hear their shrill whines. Every stupid comment in my threads could have been useful outreach somewhere else. To those of you that are kick ass, that's for kicking ass. Tam Tam says, when the whiny babies are gone, that's when we'll know it's time to go up. The real ones understand it's worth both the wait and the work. We have the best financial products in the entire market, bar none. Tam Tam, you have 69 likes on this video. I'm sorry, but I can't give you a like. I don't want to be the one that ruins it. So here's my like from my heart. All right, Holonomics. I literally started a clothing brand to help shield the chain. He did. He started a clothing brand. I can't write this stuff. Hodl, I'm not laughing at you, man. I know you put in a lot of work, but it's everything kind of adding up, right? So I literally started a clothing brand to help shield the chain, but stopped after you made me regret ever bringing people in. Stop with your bullshit, and maybe the chain can thrive. You are literally pushing away every good player except worthless Sims and yes men. Chat, what do you guys think? Is Hodlonomics correct? Is he correct? I can suck sometimes and still be awesome, says Fast Abdul. Too many people have low protein. Okay, we're about to get to the die thing. Oh, man. This is just getting so good. So good. He's really exciting and gaslighting the community of people that have been holding and bull posting for 4 years straight. Autonomics literally lost a clothing brand in this process. Shout out to Autonomics. All right. Sheesh the like button. That's right. Smeesh the like button, man. Thanks, brother. No problem. No crack fagging in the casino. Can we say that on YouTube? Can we even say that on YouTube? What's up, Benny Coins? He eats crayons. All right, this next one says, I don't think I saw this one either. You really do have to regret promoting a wallet that now shows margin trading and gambling in chains you don't prefer everyone you referred. Which wallet's he talking about? I don't even know. A Richard Hart wallet. Even more suck. Now you have to dig to see your wallet. It's MetaMask. Oh, they're talking about MetaMask? Okay. All right, here's where it starts to get juicy. Okay, it gets really juicy, kids. This is what you've all been waiting for. Everybody smash the like button. Instagram is St. Wolf 369. All right. Can I see this? This is off the screen. Yo, David. Thanks, brother. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. See, we get comments all the way coming in from Twitter. We appreciate you guys, man. You guys are awesome. And let's do this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look at that. He says, now this is the one that sent everything off the fucking ledge. He says, hey kids, some of your valuable and important and always intelligent messages will be responded to in this thread. So try to be less retarded than normal. You might actually get a response directly. Maybe X will even boost you because someone with a high follower account responded to you. Then he comes down and he says, I'll be back. Okay, well, then let's go to the then he says, I'll come back in a couple hours for more enriching engagement. I'm learning so much. Back and ready for more education. Okay. And the reason he said that multiple times came back was of how good this got. Nick says, I believe the tech of PulseChain is as good or better than Ethereum. I believe the token utility of your tokens and products are much more benevolent than other networks and their tokens. I believe the community, although salty right now, is one of the strongest and most convicted in all of crypto. These are all reasons why I discuss and promote PulseChain very often. If you ever wanted to come on a live show or do a recorded video with myself, I would leave the nonsense at the door and just talk tech, product, and vision with you. Maybe you get boosted because some random crypto bro with a mongoose eating pizza PFP is interviewing you. Huh. I don't know who this is. Nick Hellman. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Nick Hellman. And Richard Hart says, I agree with everything you said. Rare. I just call it as I see it, and I place my bets, efforts, and time as I deem it fit based on that information. Right on, man. All right. This is the infamous Corey Costa, who said, hi, Richard. First and foremost, thank you for responding to your community. I want to be honest. You used to say that the best form of marketing is green candles. What made the change? It's very hard to market good technology when there are three major problems that scare investors off. The first, price action. Obviously, bad price action is near ubiquitous throughout cryptocurrency. But the core coins have gone down in value exponentially over the years. And the only time they had a major price increase was twice. Once at launch and the second early last year. Secondly, you have many projects on PulseChain that have promised so much and delivered so little. I've interviewed so many of them, and I must say, I'm disappointed in many products that I've tried to give a voice on this chain. Number 3, you and I can talk like decentralization is a harbinger of onboarding, but it isn't. It's not 2017 anymore. Human beings crave hierarchy. Almost every successful blockchain has some type of centralized figure at the head. We need you back, Richard. I'm not saying you've been gone and the tablets are a good start to your return, but communities crave a visible leader. Obviously, you couldn't be as visible in the past for specific reasons, but I hope the time has passed. I hope that time has passed. I still care about this chain. I do. And I'm showing you what I see. Good to see you replying to us. I hope you're happy and in good health. Briz, stop. Get on the stream. Briz, what's happening, brother? How are you? Oh, wow. I hadn't read it yet, actually. I hadn't read the full thing yet. So Richard Hart says, do yourself a favor. Go look up the chart of the president's coin. Imagine you had bought that. The crying and whining you'd be doing, it would be crazy. Imagine if you bought that. The crying and whining you'd be doing would be crazy. Most of them did buy it. Aha, maybe you're right. Okay, cool. I think there's more, though. Can you help understand Pierre? Okay, this is from Royson. Royson, what's up, man? I don't know Royson. Can you help me? Do I know Royson? Apparently I do. I follow Royson. What's up, Royson? He says, can you help me understand PRC20s and the role you think they have on Pulse, PWBTC or Hex? As an example, or something going to one-to-one parity could it strike interest in other communities coming over and providing the free lick they received. Richard Hart. Ha 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 ha. So you want to peg a $2.25 trillion asset, let's say Bitcoin, with something else. So let me ask you, genius, where you gonna get that 2.25 trillion to do that? And what if the BTC price goes up, let's say 50%? Where are you gonna get the extra 1 trillion? Or do you think pegging things is free somehow? Damn. Yeah. When your plan needs 2.25 trillion, but your balance is $2.25, love the confidence, hate the math. How you like my new rims? This is from DJ Pew Pew. What's up, DJ Pew Pew? He says, pretty sweet, actually, and the part that would get curbed is black, so stands out less. I approve. You're on fire today. Thanks. That's good. Do you foresee Vitalik coming? This is from Ox PLS. Do you see Vitalik coming to the table and partnering with you versus pretending he doesn't know a tsunami is coming? Richard says, Vitalik probably learned, as most chain founders too, that it's too risky to promote anyone else's stuff but your own, because such a large portion of people suck, morally and technically. He should have figured out that the best he could ever hope for, since I supported a charity. And he likes long before he did, and did more for them than he did, and say and do more nice things for his bags than nearly anyone else. But maybe he's a slow learner, or busy, or fears the Red Bull can. Who knows? He's talking about his penis, I think. What's up, peeps? What's up, Ox Mallet? So the same as BlackRock, but you need that much liquid to send BTC. Really quiet today for some reason. NJ Dub, what's happening? It's just, guys, it's just a shakeout. It's just a shakeout, man. It's just a shakeout. It's just a shakeout. 2 more weeks. You missed the best reply in the day. Where's, okay, where's, what, yeah, I feel like I did miss something, didn't I? Where's it at? Why didn't it show up here? Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. What's going on? All right. So this is back to Corey Costa's tweet, okay? The first thing he posted was, if I see your ass cry fagging about me not being here one single more fucking time, I'm leaving your ass blocked. Yeah. So what happens is X will not show you everything. So I had to click on it to go, because I guess it picked up on the words, because I thought maybe it was down. I was like, I remember seeing it, and then it vanished. So that's what they do. Bitcoin, yeah, he was just really responding to this big, long, fucking estrogen-filled tirade from Mr. Costa right now. But I guess what did he expect? He kind of opened up like this in a very entitled way. So I guess Richard opened up back to him, right? So he says, Bitcoin ain't got no fucking figurehead, and MSOT things and most things that are successful in crypto don't either. You think new Coinbase users know a bald guy co-founded it? They couldn't give a fuck less. Your thoughts on hero worship aren't what the chain needs. What it needs is just normal basic ass marketing. And even if your hero worship bullshit was true, here I am, motherfucker. So you can stop being a fucking cry kid pretending that I'm not. Ooh. Damn. Shit. Wow. This is amazing. People really loving that one. So you can stop being a fucking cry kid pretending that I'm not. Bam. This is marketing. I think we're back. This is marketing. This is good marketing, man. I like this. I like this a lot. This is the kind of marketing we needed. Bullish. All right. He says, do yourself a favor, go look up the chart of the president's coin. Imagine you had bought that crying and whining you'd be doing. It'd be crazy. All right. Saw that. Then green candles that people fucking see. You can't change the past. So stop crying about it. Reprice action. A word no new crypto person has ever uttered. You are misrepresenting the shit out of the chart. Even after I posted it with the pumps measured in time and amplitude. Guess why you don't see me mentioning most things that launch on Pulse, buddy? The same reason you don't see me mentioning most things that launch anywhere else either. They usually suck. So now that you've said you don't like the chart and you don't like the projects, okay, useful. How? Damn. Gary Wood says condensed TLDR is what he appears to reply to. Hey, oh my fucking God, you earned that once. Suck it up and take it on the chin, dude. Lol, I'm going to buy more Pulse. It's working, guys. It's working, all right? It's getting people bullish. That's all we needed. This is amazing. I thought I blocked you. Lol. Lol, launch a cry-fagging meme coin ASAP, Corey. Oh man, this is what you get for being courteous. Eh? Gay. DeFi is essentially you whining cuck. What? Fucking awesome. Stop crying, peg. pDAI will pump. I think though there's going to be a big juicy pump that's going to come for it. I don't know about this peg thing. There's too many deviants, man. There's too many deviants, you know. Sometimes like the rest, yeah, it just, that's it, man. Sometimes the eggs get overcooked, bro. Sometimes they're just done. Your comment. So we go, let's see. Nuclear Herbs. I think it's fine. Joe Rogan next. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. It was good, man. Yeah, so make sure you guys click on the actual post so you can see all the replies. What's another good juicy one? There's a lot going on here. He's replying to everybody. Let's see if we can find some. Wait, what do you say? You haven't directly interacted with the community in a while. What changed? This is from Ozzy the Moon. He says the incessant, Richard Hart says, the incessant and disgusting whining and crying. Based waifu. No, don't say that. Then the whining won't stop. Pretending a toddler taught me that. Parenting a toddler taught me that. Don't reward unwanted behavior. Richard Hart, they're going to do it anyway, but lol, yeah. What's up, Archie? Smug the Clown. What's up, Mr. Clown? The pDAI. Okay, let's get to the pDAI ones. Hopefully, oh yeah, we got to get the pDAI ones. Work at options trading. All right. Hopefully you can watch this. I work in an options trading desk, and I now see proper risk management and cash flow via options. We don't have this access yet for our eco since we need a perps contract on a tier 1 centralized exchange. The ETH can be used for this better than pumping the chart. I don't know what these guys are talking about. Richard Hart says, your comment makes little sense. The best exchanges don't have perps. How does adding counterparty risk, funding risk, liquidation risk, Oracle, mark price, whatever exchange calls it, help you manage risk? Yeah, it's a weird message from this guy. I mean, yeah. Hope all is well, sir. Let's see. Do you respond to anything else?
A video to weigh in on this post to get the possibility of getting engagement off of Richard Hart. I see you found Corey Acosta's coins, making all his money, pretending to give us financial advice and crypto advice. I'm going to tell you, the problem is not just limited to Corey. And as I'm scrolling through a lot of these messages, reading your responses, a lot of the community has a problem. A lot of the community doesn't have a fucking job. They've never built anything in society. They don't own businesses. They don't understand people. They got their little handout saying, Richard, give me all your money. Richard, make me rich, Richard. And we all know who those people are. I'm about sick of it. I'm about sick of fucking whiny baby faggots. Y'all don't deserve to make any fucking money. That's what pisses me off about a lot of this community. And I don't have much power to do a lot about it other than call it out. And that's what I do in this community. I bring out the truth. I bring out who people really are. And I help who I can. I've probably given away more PLS, more fucking hex than most people have in their fucking wallet. Why? Because I want everybody to succeed. I'm not selfish. I don't come here for self-interest to pump my fucking bags. I don't give a shit. And that's what I'm going to do if we win. Regardless of what you may or may not do, I'm still going to be the same person. And if I win, that just gets magnified. I'm going to fly people around in helicopters. I'm going to buy people sandwiches. I'm going to give somebody my fucking motorcycle here because they really fucking wanted it and deserved it. That's the person I am. That's what you got in this community. So, Richard, I'm going to tell you something. Whatever you decide to do, I'm going to back you. Whatever happens, I'm going to back you. So we'll see where it goes. I'm willing to take that risk. I'm ready to roll. This is a Tiger. Out.
Briz, apparently he has a lot more PulseChain than you have. He's where's the thing on pDAI? I saw it earlier too. Oh, okay, yeah, let's open it. Okay, all right. Let's go. Let's do it. I know some of you guys are gonna start crying like you always do. I remember the day I showed you guys. I remember when I do this work. I remember when I drew this. Okay. I remember everyone was like, "We're going up," and I'm like, "No, it's going to do this." And I put my fucking ass out there and I have to take the shit and get all the fucking hate mail from you guys. But this is what I saw in the fucking chart for pDAI, and this is what it did. So let's just go there. Let's get into pDAI. And once again, this is going to be from Richard Hart. This isn't what I'm saying. Let's just go look at it. Let's not be butthurt. All right. Do you respond to? Who do you respond to? Oh, you didn't. Oh, is he not responding down here? Oh, that was all you gave us for the pDAI one? Wait. No. He said a lot more stuff. What am I missing here? Can you bring my comment down? Wait, what? Which comment? Lol, you can bring my comment down. This one? What do you mean bring it down? Like put it on the screen? Rip the Band-Aid off for pDAI Saint. Bro, there's one where he just you calls pDAI. Yeah, I saw that one. I can't find it now suddenly. I have seen it though. I was seeing all this today, and then actually I wasn't even. It's like been pouring rain and the temperature's plummeting. So it's been one of those like you just want to like crawl up in the fucking blankets because the daylight's going, days are getting shorter. And I was just catching all this. Left my comment up. You can take it down. Saying we'll fish. I know, take it. You took it down now. You put it back up. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, I get you. Okay, in the TG. All right, I'll go. I'm gonna grab it. Hang on. No, but send me a link to it, bro. Send me the link. I want to see the actual thread, man. Keep Riz's comment up all night. There's a different... Yeah, okay, yeah, let's go find that pDAI thread. But this is part of it here. I'll read it. Thanks, Claren. I know expected more people. We'll surely be dumping on the pDAI printer. You should pin fake comments. Yeah, I don't even know this drill. I want to see the thread. But he says, are you going to peg pDAI? pDAI is literal garbage, but lots of literal garbage is price scope in crypto, so good luck. Bang. Okay, let's go find the thread. Where's the thread? It must have been here. Oh shit, it's right there. Oh fuck. He did post it. Oh, damn. Oh, I thought maybe it was fake. All right, let's read it. Let's do it. Okay. He says, "Hey kids." And once again, I don't want to fucking deal with the hate mail. Don't fucking send it. It's getting exhausting from you guys. Just knock it off. Okay? Just listen to what the guy has to say. "Hey kids, some of your valuable and important and always intelligent messages will be responded to in this thread. So try to be less retarded than normal. You might actually get a response directly. Maybe X will even boost you because someone with high follower count responded to you." Jake's Bullish says, "Are you going to peg pDAI?" Richard Hart answers back, "pDAI is literal garbage, but lots of literal garbage has had its price go up in crypto, so good luck." You're going to be sending me fake. No idea to search it, but that was in the thread you saw. Yeah, you can just search from the person's page. pDAI backpack, so cringe. Trust nobody. We check everything. Because I'm the one responsible at the end of the day. It's on my screen. Because you're going to come after me if it's fake. All right, Marcus Aurelius. "May I ask you, sir, what happened?" "May I ask you what happened? You seem to like pDAI very much. Free DAI on PulseChain for insane gains. Doesn't sound like garbage to me. Even as a meme, it's the biggest community on PulseChain after the core coins. It has huge potential for marketing. Fire. It's your children. You created the copies. Let them live." No response from this. They're coming after me anyway.
Up for a set. You will respect the team.
It's probably like a famous song, and then I'm going to end up getting copyright. Is it something famous? All right.
All you had to do was believe in something.
He's replying right now. All right, let's go look. What's he writing about now? Richard Hart. Let's see. Where is he posting? Sick. Fucking interesting bike. All right. Okay, back and ready for more education. J Twin says, "Yo, with PulseChain's energy efficiency as Ethereum 2.0, how do you see PRC20 tokens evolving to pull in liquidity from BTC holders without needing a full peg? Maybe through atomic swaps or wrapped assets. The immutable code edge over ETH is underrated." Yeah, I actually don't. If they get traction, our bot cross-chain makes the money, and the more up they go. If tied to Pulse, the more the cancer locust will come up and dump, then spit on you too, as we've seen multiple times. So maybe there's a play where it's PRC20, ERC20 only in the pair, but then it gets popular. People in the PLS side will buy it and then just pump things that ain't Pulse and dump Pulse. It really would be super easy to test IRL because the bridge supports bridging in whatever ERC20 you want. But it seems like when anything except cores go up, whoever or whatever founded it just bridges out and sells whatever they earn. So it seems like more coins is worse than fewer coins. Unless some rare exception where someone with marketing power brings on more people from outside in than they ruin from the inside out. Very technical. What's up, Mr. Fast Abdul? How are you? I'm good. It's been quite the day, man. This is a fucking trip. What a fucking trip.
AMA on X, right? It's only one step away from live streaming.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Absolutely he is. It's pretty huge. What did I have 80,000 English what? David, what are you talking about? Brilliant top tier stuff. Man, yeah, have you been able to keep up with the tweet storm?
Yeah, mostly. I went over it on a couple streams. This would be my third of the day. So Seven and I were talking about it, and Triplet Dad and I were talking about it.
Okay.
And I've been trying to watch it myself in real time. All his responses to everything from keyboards to berating Mr. Costa. There's been some hilarious, some insightful, some funny, some that are just kind of mean. That responses that he's given to people.
Is there any ones in particular you want to bring up?
There were some good ones where there's one where somebody commented on him working with Vitalik. I thought that was he had some insightful replies there. He liked that one comment from Nick Hellman, I believe.
Yeah.
He actually just agreed with him, like, yeah, you're right, that's weird, kind of thing, which was cool.
We read that one, yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay, good. Yeah, that was a quality one.
Here's a couple new ones.
And then just stuff about keyboards and shit. It's like, like he's actually just talking to people. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. This is from Lord Amney. Lord Amney says, why did you launch Pump Tires after saying only founders and hodlers win? That traders get wrecked. Pump platforms literally have the worst win rate ever. Genuinely interested to hear your response. Richard.
Good question.
Fuck your presupposition that I launched Pump Tires. Some portion of the people are degenerates and have to bet on JPEGs to keep from jonesing. One of the most successful chains in the cycle had its claim to fame on a similar idea, but they dumped their fees on people's heads. So if you attract new users, like, say, the president of his team was attracted to Sol because that's where all the degenerating was going on, and it wasn't just him, it was lots of other famous people as well. They could have launched on Pulse, but the infra wasn't there. Thus, if people bring you audiences due to fame and their coin is tied to native, then native ends up with buy pressure. TLDR. Why wouldn't you want a proven product market fit thing to be on your chain instead of a worse chain, especially if it comes with occasional famous people? I mean,
good points. Changing worldviews, right? Like, you can't be static as leader all the time.
Yeah, he's obviously updating his thing, and he's not the type of guy to accept that he's going against his old moral code or whatever. But he's changing it and evolving it. And I think Pump Tires is brilliant. I'm glad he did it. But I guess this guy understands too, because he was kind of saying like, you're kind of doing the thing you said you wanted to avoid or not to have people do.
Good point.
But at the same time, like, I don't know. Some people. Really
if he didn't do it, somebody else would have. In fact, someone else did. Like the 9-inch guys did in a reasonably good way, but like he did it in a way that it's beneficial to the chain. So, like, I don't know. I have no argument with it, even though I'm not a big fan of those tokens. Generally speaking, couple exceptions.
Mm-hmm. It's JC Bizzleboy says, as you said, history doesn't always repeat, but it does rhyme. Do you think the cycle plays out a lot differently now? We have more institutional money in ETFs rather than retail speculation. Do you think the potential for a parabolic alt season is less likely because of this? Richard says, yes, it's different, and yes, it's because the institutional money. Yeah, I think it is quite different, actually. It's very unique what's happening right now. Free Brandon, number 7, says, I'd like to know more about this comment you made. I figured out a way to transfer value without transferring coins. I'll let the regulators finish shooting themselves in their feet before I tell you how. He says, Richard says, I'd love to, but best to leave that for when it's really needed.
Agreed.
Ryan Digital says,
without transferring coins.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an enigma to me.
Yeah. Well, people are going to say it's pDAI. That was.
They're always going to say that, but Rich has been very direct on pDAI, even in this chain. Did you see some of his responses to pDAI, bros?
Dude, fast. The Hyperloop, bro. The Hyperloop.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, we did look at it. I finally made my post where I showed my price action schematic from the summer. and how it played out. So, yeah, I have a good finger on the pulse of pDAI, pups. I know I haven't talked about
Crystal
it a
ball.
lot, but it was a big thing for me for a while, and I have a good, once I learn how an asset moves, I never lose it. Like once I understand an asset, I understand the asset. Fast duels like the PulseChain. What? The fuck?
So what was that one?
You guys
Choose a PulseChain.
weird. So hard to understand Richard these days. He's changed his worldview, or is he trolling?
Weird.
I think that 100% staked. I think he's doing both. I think he's trolling and he's changed his worldview. I think that's obvious.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
He understands the game, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to remember. It's like his trolling isn't casual in the way that we see from other people. Like it's with purpose.
But guys, I don't know. Do we have any mods out there? Don't insult, like, I don't know, religions and stuff like that. Just out of like being courteous to people and stuff.
You're saying if people associate religions with Fast Abdul, that's insulting to those religions, or where are you going with that?
What was there to shut down and try to? I guess that can be taken anyway. So, but I don't know. Just watch that line. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah,
right?
no, I agree. It's not good for him.
I just got to put it out there. All right. Yeah, if you guys take it too far, I have to take you out. But watch that line, right? Where do you see pDAI going now? Going wolf. Aha. Oh, you guys are hilarious. I gotta spend time and look really closely at it, which I don't do that much anymore. Comment you made. I figured out a way to transfer.
Like he was never replying before. It was always just him talking to the world, and then the world shouting back with no definitive response. So sometimes he clearly was shouting to a particular person based on things they had said, but it was like you couldn't line it up easily.
Easy Rider, you think all the tweeting means the red notice is over? I think that the red notice didn't matter anyway, and that it's priced in for now.
That crossed my mind actually, though, because like when you look at like, okay, Richard can't live stream. That was what we all assumed, which we know what assuming does. But like him responding in real time to interactions on X is pretty much the same thing as live streaming, right? So like it did cross my mind. Did something legal change where he felt, or maybe lawyers told him this was now okay?
Crier McCryfag says, thanks for making Cryfag in a word. He just made an account called Crier McCryfag. Richard Hart says, gotta admit, it's got a ring to it. It does have a ring to it.
It does, yeah. And Corey's living that down just fine, right? He hasn't gone away today crying. He's posting. He's making the best of it, I think.
Yeah, he's making the best of it. Well, so if you wanted, you can't stream on YouTube because of the T&C. What's that mean? Why is your website still unavailable? It will probably go back up. It's just not a priority at all compared to lots and lots of other things.
Okay. There's another hint for us there that, that website disappeared, along with legal stuff, and maybe it's just on a list now, a bigger list of things that can come back.
Dudek, there are plenty of great websites that could make good use of this marketing space on your profile. Richard, maybe they'd find some of those sites by reading almost any given post.
Excellent.
Okay, we read that one. It's kind of complicated. Corey says, Cryfagger here. Any update to the Interpol situation that you can share? Let's see.
He's embracing the suck.
Renamed to Cryfagger Acosta. Yeah. Well,
some people are just trying to be bullies about that, but like there is a funny moment here.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The guy in the black leather, outfit in the corner of the bedrooms, can be funny. Is Corey non-binary? Funny how many pDAI whales are supposed to hate pDAI. Everybody smash the like button and subscribe.
Corey is engaged to be married. to a girl.
Say, Tiger Crypto God would be considered a concrete. This show is gonna get this video is gonna get trouble for sure.
It could be.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's life. Okay. Bitcoin, Ethereum, hacks, and pretty much every successful asset ever all had the biggest gains before what most people knew about them for mass marketing. What makes PulseChain any different in that you feel the need to mass market the bottom? That's cool. So people are asking a lot of their questions, and he's been jumping in and answering the most entertaining ones, it seems. So I guess he just
Looks like you've run through all the ones with replies.
Yeah. Okay.
I think as you go on, you're not going to see replies.
Gotcha,
I could be wrong.
That was good, man.
Yeah, no, same stuff.
That was good stuff. That's fucking good. Oh man. So what do you think about the pDAI stuff? He slammed. I can't even find it. I have to literally come up here and search for it every time I. So do you think it's just FUD?
There's one of my posts.
Yeah. Where's yours?
I'll send it through. I just reposted one with a picture for easy access. Let me find it. Apparently, I've been posting a lot today. There it is. Sent it to you.
What's up, bro?
Hey, Artie.
How you doing?
What's up, my boys?
Good to see ya.
Great background you got there, man.
Always a pleasure with you fellas. You know what's up.
Is this lined up? Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Is that the skyline? Where's that? What part of the city is that behind you?
I'll let you guys take a guess. One of the toughest cities in our country.
What part of town? Where is that?
Chicago?
Close. I was there a couple months ago. This Chicago's a walk in the park compared to here.
Really? Detroit?
No, I stopped going
I
there.
only know these things from TV.
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
That's
Okay.
Atlanta.
Georgia.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is pretty flat. Like
It's
that.
a rough town.
Yeah. Downtown. I had was it last time or year and a half ago, I left my trade show and it was like 5 o'clock. I said, you know what? I'm gonna walk to my hotel.
I thread which I replied to you in the Telegram. Okay.
How did that go?
3-block walk. I had a guy approach me like this,
Oh
and
man.
I put myself ahead of ongoing traffic, banging on a cab. I was like, and so yeah, Atlanta's as bad as it gets.
Thanks for your build.
Fair enough.
Appreciate that.
It's been a fun day, huh?
It's a crazy day, man. It's been very entertaining. It's been very entertaining.
Definitely.
Very entertaining.
What a day.
Yeah. What a day, man. What a day. Okay, so this is good. This is
You
Via
guys
Above
did
dropped
well.
this in the Telegram. This is cool. So I didn't even see this one, so let's check it out. He says, hey, kids, some of your valuable and important and always intelligent messages will be responded to in this thread. So try to be less retarded than normal. You might actually get a response directly. Maybe X will even boost you because someone with a high follower count responded to you. Okay. Corey, so this is where Corey posted that long thing. So we read that, right? Richard Hart has green candles that people fucking see. You can't change the past, so stop crying about it regarding price action. Okay, we read all this. You definitely wouldn't mention a certain coin 33 times. Okay, here we go. He says, hey, dumb fuck. Ghosting a coin works before everyone knows about it. After they all know, you'll have to bite the bullet and just speak more directly about it. Cryptico says, man, that Vietnamese kid fucked your chain real good on launch. I get to be 33 like. Okay. He says, are you retarded? pDAI Exploiter appeared like a year or two after someone else already free minted tons and tons and even built a whole ecosystem around it. Your brain don't work right. What? What? What the fuck?
Built a whole ecosystem.
What's he talking about?
I think he's talking about Atropa.
Cash
I
Money
could be
went crazy
wrong.
on
Could just be
Atropa.
just pDAI, also possible.
Wait a minute. Someone else free minted tons and tons and even built a whole ecosystem around it. Wait, what's he getting at?
He's
he doesn't
referring
like-
to, you know,
Is he talking about Atropa?
You might
talking
best
about what's
guess,
his
because
name?
what else is built around pDAI, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing big off the top of my head. Do you know anything, Artie?
no, he's referring to what's his name? The one who came out with the
Maria?
Atropa and burned the 5 billion.
Maria.
Maria. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
And who posted the video? It's Cash Money. The first 4 or 5 minutes of the video today, how he, you know, claimed that, you know, I minted 5 billion, whatever, and
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, kind of like low key right now. I'm just getting like super bullish right now on fucking Atropa, and I do think a pDAI pump could be very imminent at some point. Like all this FUD is pretty interesting. It's getting interesting right now. pDAI exploiter.
They may have reached the point where the dumpers have dumped, right?
Yeah.
There may
yeah.
not be any sellers left. This is possible.
I've heard.
you guys have a Atropa?
I mean, look, I hold everything. I have some pDAI, I have Atropa, everything. So he says, Briz said, the
you do?
rumor is Maria accidentally bought pDAI thinking it was a real pDAI. So he built Atropa around to give it value. Fuck, that's a lot of work to
I heard
cover
that
a
too.
mistake. I kind of heard something like that too, but I haven't gone deep in with somebody who can give some kind of like substantial details about it, right? Some movements and what have you.
Yeah, you'd have to almost be buddies with Maria to know if that's what he actually did, right? Or be there. I don't know. You would have to be there on the day where he told everybody, like, "Oh, I made a mistake. I thought this was real DAI." But that happened to a lot of people in the first 2-3 days launch of PulseChain. Like, I talked to guys who cashed out and were millionaires, and they actually cashed out into pDAI, like on like
Shit.
day one of PulseChain launch. And I was
Really?
like, dude, no. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like not stupid people either. It was not labeled well on PulseX in the early days.
Okay.
And
A lot of things.
that
wrong.
mistake was made by more than one person.
Jeez.
They since rectified it, but still.
Does RH know pDAI early? Yeah, he knows that. He talks about it. Ask Hex or EHEX. Cash Money did a stream this morning saying the exact same thing. Crazy timing. Saying what exact same thing?
He's been on a roll, Cash Money, big
About
time.
what?
He's
About
gone. He's on another level.
What's
On
he-
a lot
what's he
of, he
rolling
is
about?
very anti-Atropa. He was supposed to stream on the pDAI
Calling me out for what?
Conventionals.
Hank Maxey? I don't even know the guy. What the fuck's he calling me out for?
No, not you. No, yeah.
He was calling me out for what?
He was calling out someone else. And I was like, for a second, I was like, I know you're not talking about my boy singing Wolf. And I was going to say something, but I kept my cool. And then he was referencing some other wolf. There's another wolf.
Oh,
Really
he's talking about
interesting.
there's a wolf copycat named Wolf Vision. It's not saving Wolf Vision.
Oh,
maybe
okay,
he's
that
talk-
all makes sense now.
Maybe he's
Okay.
talking about that
Right.
wolf. Yeah.
That I saw a post where he talked about Wolf Vision, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of lame," because I thought he was talking about you. But that makes sense because
Yeah.
it didn't make his post didn't make any sense,
Yeah.
and I didn't acknowledge it
Yeah.
because it didn't make sense. But if he's talking about somebody else, it would.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's
he's been pretty excited. I call him Angry Tattoo Guy.
some angry tattoo
I think it
guy.
fits.
Listen, I've always liked Cash Money. And the reality is,
Yeah, I like him
he
too.
said a couple things a couple times. And believe it or not, when he's spoken, RH has tweeted minutes after. And I'm like, that's a crazy coincidence. I'm like, are they semi-correlated or something? So I like Cash Money. He might have got triggered. He said he got muted. I don't know if he got muted in the thing. That's what, because he was supposed to hop on with Decentralized Me. And everyone was looking forward to that in the conference. So when that didn't happen, everyone, you know, got bent out, sort of. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
He's pretty aggressive and he gets right to the point. So maybe Decentralized Me didn't want that heat.
No, Decentralized Me wanted it. He wanted it. Cash Money didn't want it. Cash Money is very passionate. He doesn't want people to get burned, and I love him for that. You know, the only thing like I'm like, I wouldn't say concerned, I just feel bad is when, you know, he calls out people aggressively. And you guys know me by now. I'm Christian like, so I like to keep it a little bit more tamed and not throw darts at people. But he's coming from a good place. He wants to not people to get wrecked. Like everything going on with Better Bank, I got nothing to deal with that. But some people have their money locked in. And, you know, he's anti that too. And, you know, I'm not even for that either.
Listen,
So.
me. Listen to Fat Man. He say no buy, but it still go 500%. You silly. You much done. pDAI $2.
What a time that was.
Oh, fuck off then.
Cash Money. Art says Cash Money said that Maria minted pDAI early and built a tropa around it, uses pDAI as an exploit to dump on people and exit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You think that's true?
We're low everywhere. Everywhere you look at it, everything is low. You know, I was thinking about PTGC because when I was in Vegas, when everyone was pitching it to me, it was like 3 times the price. So, you know what? Everything is down. Just stick, like they say, trading, going in and out, obviously, your coins are going to diminish. So wherever you're at, unless you got straight up fiat buying into, I realize if I want to go from one coin to another coin in this ecosystem, unless it's the cores, I'm losing slippage. And so it's like, it makes you think twice of jumping in and out.
Let's see what's going on over here really quick. Let's see what these guys are talking about.
Pump the chain though. Like what happens after he pumps? We sell.
Why? Because we were doing a very good job.
Bro, people didn't fuck it up, dude. He offered a 2.5x to whales. That's a retarded statement, bro.
He knows if he pumps it.
Talking about the sacrifice bonus for big guys.
Yeah, if the whales.
All right, so he's never pumped it.
Why are they
double space?
Yeah, he's not. He's not gonna pump it. I don't even think.
Famous. Do you even have cores, bro? Do you even have investment in this chain?
Bro, what sort of retardation am I hearing right now?
What kind of question is that, bro? I'm here. You think I'm here? What are you talking about?
But why would you be? That's my question. Why would you be invested if you don't think it's going to do shit? It's just going to hold the ETH forever.
Yo, am I 100% into PulseChain? No. I've been saying this since day one. I don't know why I have to repeat this question. It doesn't matter what my bags are. No one will ever. You wouldn't fucking sell my bags neither for PulseChain. Trust me. It's just. I have an encased bag of PulseChain. I have a multi-chainer now. Good job, man. And I hope you learn about the multi-chain so you can help those you meet in the multi-chain to come onto PulseChain properly. Not that you sell them a dream that doesn't work.
Well, bro, famous, chill, bro. Like, we asked you a question, get your take. Yeah, don't just sit there slaughtering.
But like, why does it matter? Like, why does it matter what I have? I don't get it. That pisses me off.
Doesn't matter.
I'll go into the multi-chain when we 100 and 500x.
Everybody that came on this chain always flexed what they have, but never flexed.
That's when I'll go into the multi-chain.
What their fucking strategy is, how do they truly help people, all their advice. It's all bullshit, bro.
I mean, to give famous credit, he does have some ideas.
Is money really what's going to turn on people to listen to me, or is it just true intelligence and consistency and actually what embodies a true individual of fucking of greatness? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take. No one listens to the guy with the money.
Just to defend famous, like he was on like one of the biggest spaces, giving us exposure, not being a retard about it. So.
Yeah, but that's nothing. That's just like a coincidence and a little. Oh, I'm just doing finally work because no one else does fucking work that to an extent that works, right?
Yeah, but you're
Everyone's
not.
doing work, but like it's like whatever. But can I? But like,
But it's mostly echo chamber here. Like,
if I can't say it, then who's gonna say it? Then we're just gonna continuously.
But what is it you're even saying, bro? You're not actually. You're not saying anything. Like,
I kind of got
the
that
biggest
same
space in
feeling
the world,
too, man.
or whatever.
Listening to him,
like, bro, there's 500
like,
people.
why do they let him
mention
speak so
anything
much?
that we have to
But
fucking
are you
talk
even
about
sitting
here.
there being bullish on
He
that?
kind of kills
No,
that
and
thing.
somehow I didn't mention.
It's tough in those
once anything that
spaces.
anyone
You know, you get a
had in their bag
mouthpiece.
here.
It's hard to shut them
But yet
down.
but yet people asked me about our bag.
You're not chill like me and
But
Artie.
yet people had a very good. Okay.
He's
good
not
interaction
knowledgeable.
with
I
how
don't
our
hear
bags
that.
work. So
All
it's
right,
like,
and what do you tell them in DM? Like, it's never going up.
no, it was in spaces.
That's how you
It was
sound.
in spaces. There's people. There's witnesses.
I've never heard him make anything, say anything that makes any sense
Man. At some point,
ever.
Did you say, is he in here?
Hold on. So,
Oh.
Fast Abdul
Bro.
commented or asked Richard a question. He said, "So I noticed you have been doing a bit of blockathon lately. Any chance of a amnesty period? Question mark. It's for no other reason than to get B-Roots to talk about something else, perhaps." And Richard,
Yeah, they need
you know
to
what, this
control
isn't
like who
really-
gets to speak. I think Corey. Okay, maybe I've been complaining too much over the last year or so. Eyes forward now, bullish on PulseChain. So look, man, that that attack from Richard Hart kind of straightened him out really quick, right? It kind of made him stand up tall, like suddenly, right? Kind of whipped him into shape. Hey, man, at least we got some good memes out of it. I bet you 5 billion Pulse should be complaining by Monday. Is that Brendan? What's up, Brendan? Brendan's hilarious. That's going to be awesome. Actually, I want to see who wins that bet. What happens? It's hard to bull post Pulse anymore. Fast. Oh, this is awesome.
So Richard just replied to one of my questions.
Did he?
I'll drop it in the chat here. Okay. That's what the boys were just talking about in their space. It's somewhat controversial.
Okay, let's see. Oh, dude, you were posting a bunch of stuff here. Okay, sorry. I'll just start with this one.
Yeah, we can come back. Nothing urgent.
So I noticed you've been doing a bit of blockathon lately. Any chance of an amnesty period, if for no other reason than to get IMB Roots to talk about something else, perhaps? Richard Hart. Nah, he posted demoralizing garbage in a thread, and it's not forgivable.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Making names.
What did IMB Roots say? B Roots say.
I wasn't following that closely. I know there were some downer threads, that he was participating in, but I don't know the specific thing that Richard is talking about. There must have been something more than just, just the casual trolling that he usually does. Because I typically don't find him that offensive. He's usually kind of funny to me. I would think that Richard would think the same. But there must have been a bad day. Or one bad thread that got a little too far.
Yeah, I remember he was saying some stuff. I don't know. Here's the thing. Criticizing him. I don't think he's perfect or anything like that. But it's not going to help my bag or my investment to criticize him or Mark Zuckerberg or fucking anybody. You know what I mean? It's what it is. And that's why it's investments, and that's why you can take your money elsewhere or whatever, right? It's a tough game, man. It's very competitive and very ruthless. But at the same time, I can understand that when he says now he's posting demoralizing.
See the perspective, but you gave Corey Costa a pass, right? And Corey has some bad days, not as aggressively bad as Beaver perhaps, but the reason I posted that, obviously, I was making fun, I was having a good time, but Beaver shows up for work every day, so I don't actually want to lose that guy, from the PulseChain ecosystem. So there was some intent of hey, maybe take a closer look, boss. This guy works here, but we have our answer.
Yeah, look, when you work really hard and you build yourself up, and when people are just disrespectful or you feel it, it's kind of a big thing. Like I was saying before, remember, respect can be brought back. I said there's two things to between men: loyalty and respect, right? And if somebody's disloyal, you can't walk back from it. And when he says he posted demoralizing garbage, I have a feeling that has something to do with he felt like the guy he didn't feel like that guy would be loyal. in the long run toward him, and that's not something that a man can move forward with, knowing that person's on your team, right? But if you're disrespected, that can fluctuate. You can lose respect for someone and bring it back and earn it back, but loyalty, and you can't really earn loyalty again if you break loyalty. So maybe when he says demoralize and garbage, that was like a shot at, like, you know, was like a disloyal thing he said. I don't know everything he said, but
It'd be a bit of an example too, because like B Roots is a high profile character, right? So you know, you hit a big one at the top of the pile like that, and other people would listen a lot more than just whatever random troll number 72, right?
Yeah.
So you know, though, would I be shocked if one day B Roots was not blocked anymore? No, I would not.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
These guys have known each other in one way or another. I don't know if they've spoken in person, but like they've known each other for quite a while. Just like Corey Costa and Richard. Clearly there's a dialogue there, right? Like Richard's been watching Corey and like tells him like, dude, like, you know, stop cry fagging. You know, like it's because he watches him, like he's aware of what he says, right? So I'm sure that's the same with B Roots. Or like he didn't say I don't know what you're talking about. He gave a specific reason for why that's not happening right now.
So Ivan on Tech, I didn't see this actually. This is Hexicans, Pulsicans. Your boss not happy. You have sinned hard. You deserve punishment for the misbehaving. Remember, you gave away your
You're such a good troll.
Remember,
I
you gave away
responded
your
to this
to get rich, but instead you are down like 90% in ETH terms. You complain to boss, he spanks you. LOL. RT to maybe create a pump. Richard, I don't know. Right?
Retweet to create a pump.
Create a pump.
I'm not falling for the bait on that one, Ivan. Do better. But Ivan should engage directly with RH, right? Like, you notice he didn't do that, right? Like, he sees that thread, he's commenting on that thread, but he's not in that thread because, you know, maybe he can't take the heat, or he's scared of getting blocked. He's probably avid RH reader.
Well, yeah, he's just having a good time. I'm sure he's invested a little bit.
Point of interest, I noticed in one of those threads that Somi had responded to Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Richard didn't reply in what I had seen, but that means Somi is not blocked by Richard. So none of my business, but I thought it was an interesting point.
Wait, why is that interesting? Why would Somi be blocked by Richard? Like, why is that a thing?
Well, there's clearly some controversy over Somi's, pDAI talk. We had the discussion a couple weeks ago about Somi losing his PulseChain badge.
Oh, right.
And yet Richard hasn't blocked Somi. So it's, you know, I'm not saying, I'm just pointing out something of interest. That's all.
Okay.
I'm sure the pDAI guys can spin that into like a guaranteed peg or something. But yeah, I just think it's interesting.
I could tell my grandkids I was with Sami when the biggest leverage pull happened in crypto.
There we go. Being on PulseChain was a good place to be on that day, right?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to Sami every day. I love you guys. I have nothing but love for you guys. You guys are on stream, no matter what. I don't care what you carry. This is a relationship, a friendship. I'm not judging you guys on what coins you buy, no matter what. Like when I see you guys, I'm going to give you guys a hug and like a pound and be like, yo, it's good to see you. I will never judge what you think. Now, if you're talking shit and bringing a coin down, I mean, that's not cool. I don't believe in that. I'm not going to shit on someone else's coin. I might be against it or whatever, but there's a tasteful, nice way on talking about people's bags. You don't have to discriminate. You don't. You know, that's the way I was raised. So shout out to my parents because that's the way they raised me. So they did that, not me. Sprinkled with Christ.
Amen. What's up, Ashley? How you doing? Art says B Roots and his partner were challenging RH to step up his marketing and return to streaming. Forget his name, Ian, but RH directly replied to B Roots co-host and told them their POVs were stupid to sum up. They were challenging, step up his marketing. Yeah.
I don't think it could have been that. It must have been something heavier. I remember a lot of talk about, just more negative things. I don't have a specific in my head though.
He's done enough. All the videos. The guy did a whole ecosystem. I mean, give the guy a break. For the people, but some people haven't gone through a cycle yet. So in that aspect, you got to give a heart to some of those people that never experienced a pump. But for a founder to be engaged with his community the way RH has been through the years says a lot. Says a lot. So even though I'm blocked and I had multiple of my wife and her girlfriends say a post to unblock me because my wife keeps sending it, but I said, babe, I still could see his post. I just can't post it so good.
Hey, everybody, I just put the Instagram link on the screen and in the chat, St. Wolf 369. I'm going to post alpha drops on there first, okay? That way, looky-loos of the Telegram, they can't get it before you guys. So you guys that watch the show, you're going to get the alpha drops first, and then they're going to go on the Telegram and then on Twitter. So St. Wolf 369, go to Instagram, just subscribe. I'll put it in the stories. And anyway, it's a good way to connect anyway, so... I love seeing what you guys are up to. It's really cool. I'm following some of you guys, Yoon and a few other you guys. It's pretty cool watching what you guys are up to. I want to show you guys. So I think I posted this this back in August thing, right? I posted that where I was showing the thing I drew, blah, blah, blah. And then I posted the pDAI chart now and how it's like almost exactly what I drew, right? Like exact, like. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. It's insane, even for me. Like I'm like I fucking squiggled that. I was like, it's gonna do this, and then literally it went on to do that. And still, this isn't behind a paywall. I didn't charge anything. Do it for free. I'm gonna read some of the comments. It's fucking great. Some of them are positive. He said, turn the ego down a little bit. It don't suit you, Saint. Turn down ego a little bit. It don't suit you, Saint. So this is from Mattis Trinka. He's got 8 followers, and he's telling me to turn the ego down. And I said, being successful and respected is the best suit for any man. Try it on someday.
You've conquered pride. You're not about that.
Yeah, I'm beyond it. But I think this is good advice for him. It's like, being successful and respected is the best suit for any man. So that would suit any person.
Agreed.
Try it on. T is always, okay. You're in for a humbling, genius. What I don't even brag about it. I just literally was like, look, I drew the fucking thing and gave it to you, and people are pissed. They're pissed because it didn't go up. I remember when I drew that in August.
How many followers does Farfig have? I'm curious.
Let's see. It's got 1,100.
Oh, he's got a couple.
He has more than me.
Let's see.
That's just wrong, Artie.
The price action came from fundamental factors, RH, not lines on a chart. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't matter. Who the fuck can draw months in advance what a fucking asset is going to do in a volatile space like crypto? And I just fucking did that for you. What are you talking about, dude? Like, see this fucking ridiculousness? But this is one of a kind.
We're a crier, McFag. You get so excited.
If we follow pDAI pattern from the beginning, we should have moved up by now. It doesn't work like that. That's why, I don't draw what I want it to do. I draw what the price action is telling me. The emotions in the chart are showing me what it's going to do. Pipe down, little their boss. We know you sold your pDAI. Don't come here pretending like you're some oracle. Oh, it's fucking awesome. pDAI is a meme. Where do you see the pulse target? 0. Oh, some people. That's awesome. Who was that? Oh, Vernon's a troll. I've seen this guy troll before. That's awesome. Where is this? Oh, okay, here we go. Let's go to, since we're on pDAI, continue. This pDAI community, you see, this is from Big Whale. This is Tom Kiv Mitch. Now, this is the guy they call Cash Money, right? With the tattoos. So when people talk about that guy Cash, they're talking about this guy. So he always talks in caps lock.
AKA Angry Tattoo Guy.
Yeah, he's always talking in caps lock. pDAI community, you see, I tell you today, Maria exploited the pDAI that he burned, that Atropa LP with the scammers from Atropa. Tell you I'm stupid. Maria bought it so they can control your mind and keep rinsing the community. Was I right or was I lying like they all claimed? I don't know, man. Plus, there's a fake fucking pDAI chat run by Atropa people feeding their brain different narratives by the hour. Remind these people to stay out of fake malicious chat groups. I made a serious video about this issue today. It's deep. You know, I do think it's like Maria has shown themselves and actually gone and met people in real life, which is a strange thing to do if you're a scammer. It's just a very odd thing to do. It really is, man. Usually people that might have plans to scam you hide behind a PFP, okay? They don't want to show their face. They don't want you to know who they are because they know eventually they could rug pull or they might do something shady. And that's not always the case. There's just some people, they just, you know, want to be really private too, so you got to keep that in mind. But, you know, it is odd that someone like Maria, if they were a scammer and they were part of a cabal to rinse people, would have gone out of their way to fly to a country and do like this meet and greet and meet with people, and for a long time have a very open kind of chat with people, an open forum with people to talk to for a while.
Yeah, I see your point.
Anthony says, yeah, Bernie Madoff, SBF. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I guess people have done that before, right? Where they've shown themselves and met people and also been scammers. Yeah. 7 joined the live. We're 7. Okay, assume he wasn't behind the exploit. He lost all credibility when he rugged Teddy Bear because he was scared.
He did do that 5-hour live.
That live selling thing? Farfig is a little unhinged. Farfig is unhinged.
Live stream dumping session. I could.
David, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Goddamn genius. Wait, we're 7. Oh, 7. What's up, brother? How are you? Richard is coming back, guys. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Is there a Cash Money vid? I think you sent that to me. I think I saw something. You guys want to watch it? Oh, okay. Let's watch some of it. You guys want to watch some of this stuff? I meant this stream. I didn't want. This was going to be the Twitter stream anyway. I'm going to open this up. Might as well. Chat's asking about it.
Yeah, let's see what he says.
New video. Well, how long is it? I don't want to watch. What is this? No, bro. It's 52 minutes.
I haven't viewed this. I have no idea what's in there.
No, no. I'm not going to open that. I don't want to open that up. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty long. Let's see if I can find a shorter one. He does one about Better Bank.
Yo, give me the TLDR on it, or like maybe I can watch it later, or we can set up another stream. Or you guys tell me in the Telegram what it's about before I dive into it. This one's only 4 minutes long. Oh no, what the fuck? First 4 minutes. Oh, okay, first 4 minutes. All right.
Okay, so
perfect. He's talking about what Maria said in the 4 minutes.
I think most everybody can probably kind of see that. So first of all, thanks to everybody who showed up for the party last night. It's kind of amazing seeing so many people in one room. I don't think I see maybe like half of everybody here showed up early yesterday. Yeah, it was interesting and kind of amazing. So I think what I want to talk about mostly is ethics and vulnerability, and how ethics and vulnerability led me to do this. In terms of...
Oh, this better fucking be about pDAI.
Crypto. I've been in more or less since the beginning, and I've seen all of the exploits at this point. In terms of vulnerability, I think we've seen there's clearly a lot more to come as far as what's going to be exploitable. But if we look at the vulnerabilities that were exploited in crypto up to this point, and the ethics that have been displayed in crypto up to this point, the ethics of Hex is really what brought me into it. And it's, at this point, largely because of the communication around how communication becomes vulnerability mitigation. So in watching Richard Hart over the last many years, since the beginning of his YouTube career, the nature of the discussion has been consistent and has been focusing on a central point in an ethics type of capacity. I think we all feel that we know what's expected in terms of the forward momentum of the system. We know that there are expectations of exploitations of vulnerabilities, and we know that there are additional expectations of wanting to produce a chain that is intrinsically secure. So essentially bypassing all of the potential vulnerability markers and producing something that no longer is vulnerable. So during the initial couple of weeks, month of Pulse, I exploited the vulnerability very heavily. I ended up with a bag of over $5 billion in the p-stable currency. It was not worth $5 billion. It had tanked to the point where, if I remember right, 70 million of the pDAI was pocket change. And that's how I ended up with 5 billion of that. That 5 billion, I presumed, having been pocket change at that point, it's not going to make the cut as far as stock-wise filling the order to get it to $1 if somebody's holding 20% of the supply. And so the Atropa token was created. The Atropa token was created initially by burning against the majority of the bag of p-stables, with my presumption that by putting this token into the PulseChain, it could start a dialogue of kind of like fated nature, of whether the impetus and the setup that began at moment one on PulseChain would actually ever reach the top bar. So there's a certain number of goals that have to be met for total success if we presume that everything we've watched Richard produce over this time is going to hold true to his ethic. And in my opinion, that is E-hex and P-hex have to be 1-to-1. All of the P-stables have to be $1. All of the stables, if we're calling them, have to stay at $1. And the WBTC and ETH coins, if they are to match the success of, they should match the success or failure of those tokens within the non-PulseChain ecosystem. And so the best strategy that I had seen up until that point for providing value to investors matched up with holding this huge bag of tokens that potentially are someday going to be worth an exorbitant amount, more than I want, and at that moment are worth well, quite a bit. It's 6 figures, maybe 7, but overall at the very bottom, it was not looking great. And so the 3 billion pDAI, 2 billion PUSDC were initially set into the liquidity on Atropa and burned. And what this set up in terms of crypto to date is the largest attempt at non-mintable burned liquidity option for crypto investment. And we'd seen several already to that.
Whoa. Okay. Anyone want to unpack that?
Pretty heavy, but like it kind of indicates that he connected pDAI with Atropa, and that was the impetus to start Atropa. That's what I took from it. I would have to listen to it again to pick up the more nuances. It's the first time I've actually got around to listening to that. Well, I knew this video existed, but I didn't know what it was about.
I take this off. Yo, he doesn't come off as a scammer in this video, and I take my thing off.
Yeah, he's speaking his truth, that's for sure, right? He's not trying to hide things. He has a big spreadsheet on the screen, and he's talking about his hopes and dreams, I think. But yeah, he does talk about exploits and that he did an exploit. Though I wonder if the exploit was just him making a buy, like a swap at a low price, right? It doesn't. I didn't hear anything where he said he hacked, the MakerDAO or something like that.
I don't know what's going on with Arthur's thing.
He's in and out.
So it was like a million fucking degrees before. The rain stopped. It was like pouring rain and very cold. Now it's kind of warming up again. It's weird. It's like super hot now. He gave videos of Cafe even more. You've talked about pDAI Trope for a while now. I've ever watched this video. I've watched this whole video before, but maybe like a year ago. I haven't watched this recently. It kind of, it's different. I saw it when it first came out. Things are very different now. Also, somebody said something else. Bud P was in here. What's up, Bud P? He was in the. I think Bud, you're the guy in the that was in the pDAI conference, right? And he says, "Yo, Wolf, we didn't mute Cash Money. Steve and I were the only two that could have. Didn't happen. Why are you telling me that? I never said he got muted."
Cash Money was talking about how he was muted in that conference. Already mentioned that earlier.
Okay.
So I guess they're trying to dispel that.
Okay, we'll watch a minute of it. Okay, let's take a minute.
What's up, guys? So I want to talk about a bunch of different things here.
Like the character.
Just watch.
First, we're going to talk about how did this Atropa narrative start? Why did it start, and why is it still here? Yeah. So first, let's rewind back. Yeah. ESM was called on Maker. Yeah. Everybody thought pDAI was going to peg through Maker. ESM was called on Maker. Yeah. And what happened? That cattle cow robbed the community, right? She robbed the community.
Yeah.
What did Maria do?
I agree with that.
Let's stick with facts. What did Maria do? Maria dumped, bridged 4 million off chain. That's it. Facts. What did people say? Well, Maria's probably going to bridge it back at a later date. Maria's probably going to do this, probably going to do that. Let's stick with the facts. What did Maria do? Maria bridged $4 million of pDAI's community money off chain, period. People want to guess, well, he'll probably do this in the future. He'll probably bridge it back in later. Maybe he's getting fucking prostitutes. Who fucking knows what he's doing? But the fact is, he took $4 million of the pDAI's community and bridged it off chain. That's facts, that's it. There's nothing else to even talk about that. The guy robbed everybody. What did Sami say in his video the other day? Yeah? Maria bought a lot of pDAI in the beginning and he paired it with Atropa. Did Maria buy that pDAI? Or did Maria openly admit that he exploited 5 billion pDAI at the launch?
Yo, mute your thing, bro.
Did he buy it or did he exploit it? It's common knowledge. He stated it. He exploited 5 billion pDAI. Yeah? So let's put this into perspective, yeah? He exploited 5 billion pDAI, he minted a ton of Atropa, and he paired it together and he burned the liquidity. Yeah? How is that good for pDAI? How is that good for pDAI? What are the exit routes? Yeah? The exit routes, you can say, yeah, there's 50 million in fucking liquidity. But what does that liquidity get you? You can't bridge. You can't extract money from that if you wanted to extract money and to take money. Where does the extraction come from? It comes from the pDAI, PLSLP, and the pDAI DAI LP. Yeah? You guys can see every day, Atropa is dumping. They're dumping Atropa for pDAI. They're not buying pDAI. They're dumping their shitcoin. They're extracting the pDAI. They're taking the pDAI over to the pDAI PLSLP and the pDAI DAI LP, and they're extracting your money. Yeah? They're not running their sales and extracting from the Atropa PLSLP. They're extracting.
Yo, is that true, Fast Abdul? Is that what's happening?
I can't say 100%. I'm not following that close.
Well, what if somebody wanted to confirm what he was saying? Like, I don't want. Like, how do I take this at face value? Like, can anybody confirm anything he's saying? Can anybody confirm it in any way whatsoever?
Probably.
From the DAI,
there's probably some of this is trackable on chain.
Okay.
DAI LP. Yeah, that's what they're doing, and you guys don't see it. And everybody says Atropa's good. Atropa's good for pDAI. It's not good. Tell me How is it good? Because they
Okay,
have.
we'll listen to like another minute of this, but then I need to see something more solid. Oh, you sent me something else? Okay. I'm going to bring this up next. I'll bring this up next fast. By the way, yeah, I am going to go to Sharm el-Sheikh probably in November or December because I need some fucking sun already. All right. I don't think I'm going to hang another full winter without leaving. So, yes, I'm going to go. If you're there or close by, come fucking meet up with me, man. Go to the Instagram at SaintWolf369 and stay in touch with me, all right? And we'll meet up over there. I want to go somewhere sunny. And, whoa, what happened? Whoa, weird. SaintWolf369. I want to go
jumping around a bit.
Yo, is the stream all right? Everything just
I think so.
Fucking flickered. I hope. Let me make sure I don't have too many charts open here or something.
We're still live.
Okay, you're still live. Okay, good. Just closed some of the trading views. Hang on. It's doing something funny. All right, everybody's here. Whoa, did it again. Okay. Was it a cable? What the fuck is that? Okay. Is the stream still on? Okay.
Yeah. No, we're still on YouTube.
I think I got a bad cable
Sure.
maybe. So everything went black and then came back. Okay. What was I saying? Instagram, SaintWolf369. I'm going to drop alpha there. But also, you can stay in touch with me. Yo, what happened to the stream? Oh, shit. Is this app crashed? Oh, weird. Okay, looks like the app reset a little bit, so maybe it's fine, hopefully. Yep, looks good. Okay. Nothing.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's
All
see.
good.
Body Mechanics says, I tried to get Somi to talk about that in the beginning. I was watching that system before most. Of course, I got hate for dissing Atropa. Check the etymology, Saint, of Atropa, deeper than surface level. I have checked the etymology. I know what it is. I've also checked that etymology of hex as well. And if you go that route, then you would not touch hex either, right? Or anything Richard Hart. I don't know. But yeah, I did look into it. Not for nothing, but all the... I thought it was just... yeah, I don't know. Not for nothing, but all the PDAI kind of depressing. Well, I'm trying to understand a bigger thing.
There were some issues early on with the Atropa logos. He may be referring to that.
Okay, got you. Oh, thanks, Deerslayer. So Deerslayer just posted, there's the Telegram and the Instagram. All the new alpha is going to go through the Instagram first, so just go there and subscribe. And then, of course, the Telegram group, of course, is going to get alpha, but it'll first go on the Instagram. So it's the fairest way I can think of. Mark,
I love that you're pushing Instagram because we need more presence there. So
we need presence there.
That's actually a service to the community to have more PulseChain geared influencers on things other than X.
Yeah, I think it's cool, man.
We got X covered.
A lot of people are starting to get to know me over there. Drop my comment in your TG because too long. All right, Trevor, I'll check it out right now. Somebody said, okay, so the reason Ethnosapien we're covering it is because it will have far bigger reaching things, because at the end of the day, there's still a thing about, Atropa. Atropa is massively connected on chain. It would be a big mess, man. So we need to understand a little bit more of what's going on with this Maria character, because they do move a lot of liquidity around the chain. What's up, Arthur? How you doing? You okay? He lost it again. Okay. And then I'm going to go to, let's watch another minute of this.
Liquidity? What does that mean? What does that mean? That means they have a lifetime of extraction because the liquidity is so thick. If pDAI peg right now, that LP would be $1.5 billion. That means that LP is there forever. It's burnt. And Atropa can constantly just extract. How did Atropa even be connected with pDAI? Why? How? Let's talk about that. It was never even mentioned before. And then Maria extracted $4 million of the pDAI community. Everybody was happy about it. Everybody was so happy. They went and they want to suck his dick because he robbed $4 million from the community. How did that become part of pDAI? How? You know how it became part of pDAI? It's because when Maker ESM'd, Coexistent Steven tried to come up with ways in his head how else pDAI could peg. Well, if Maker's dead, well, look, let me think. What else could peg pDAI? And there in his brain, he came up with Atropa. That's how it came in. You guys can see. I did a live stream with Coexistent Stephen about a month ago about Oink. And at the end
All right, I'm gonna wrap that one up there. What's up, bud? How you doing? Can you hear us out there? You are live, by the way. Are you muted on my end or your end? Yeah, you got your own mic muted over there, buddy.
You with us?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are. What's up, brother? How are you?
Hey, brother, how you doing today?
I'm good. Hang on, I got three guys. Arthur, how you doing? Is it working over there or no?
I don't know. Sorry about it, guys.
Yeah? You want me to try to punch you in again?
We hear you now, Arthur.
I don't know. What do you guys see?
I see you.
See me.
Oh, well, that's weird. Okay.
So what's up, bud? What brings you on?
Yeah, what's going on, bud? How are you? This is the first time on the
Doing
show?
well, guys. Yeah, just, we did that pDAI conference, and, it was really great. There was a lot of great energy there. Little bit of negativity about some things with Cash Money. Like, it's unfortunate. I'm not here to shill anything. I don't have anything on socials monetized.
Right.
Like, there was a lot of assumptions made in Cash Money's deal there. Like, he kind of rewrites some things, but I don't know. It's unfortunate that he chose to go the way he did. Like, he's claiming we muted him. Dude, you know how tough that is to broadcast. And when he's claiming that happened, Steve-O and I were engaged in a debate. We didn't have some people show up, but I think his name's OX Execute or something like that was debating. And both Steve-O and I were the only two moderators there that could have muted the chat, and both he and I were engaged in a debate. Like, I don't know what happened with that.
A technical malfunction that was taken as that or something like that.
I just want to get to the bottom of understanding if there's anything backing any of these claims. So there's a comment here from Trade Bra. So he wants me to read a quick explanation he put in the Telegram. So I'm going to read it.
Great.
He says, "Hello, Sir Sane Wolf. I can confirm dude on video is correct." I think he's talking about this guy, right? Cash Money. Dude on video is correct. Even though pDAI is hilarious as a concept, you know my stance already. Atropa is the single worst thing that could have happened to it. GG. That supply is Maria's. pDAI is Maria's. And the Atropa plant will obliterate it like it's designed to. What? What did you guys get out of that?
Like, I haven't dug into Atropa on that level, but like, I do feel like I know these guys. I know Cash Money. I know Trebra. Like, these are not stupid guys. They're smart guys.
Yeah.
And they know other smart guys. So like, I think it's worth looking into.
Died back.
Everybody can have an opinion about Atropa, man. Like, I look at it as a big liquidity web. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
The thing that concerns me is the back doors in that liquidity web, right? So, like, part of how liquidity works, for better or for worse, is that, when you tie things together, they go up together, one pulls up the other, and it, if Maria got in on pDAI super low, and then tied it to Atropa, then like obviously that was a money making move for him, and he could, destroy the chart.
Well, I mean, let's talk about when that exploit happened. At the very beginning of the chain, before it went live, Maria had access and went in and did that, right? And then he created that big LP, which is 49.8% of all of V1 liquidity on PulseX, the Atropa dive pair, right?
I'd be surprised if Maria actually accessed the contract. I think he accessed liquidity pools. I think he was smart enough to find things like the curve exchange that other people couldn't find, and he accessed that very early on. That would be yes. I would be surprised if he had any interaction with the MakerDAO contract at that time.
I was
But
not
there
talking
was
about
tons of liquidity
MakerDAO.
sitting there.
Yo,
Yeah,
so
I
Richard Hart
wasn't talking about.
is tweeting again. Let me read this.
Okay.
I'll be back in a couple hours. Back for more education. So, dudes, finding convos, hidden almost 20 different threads, and having to recheck occasionally is unbearable. So, anything else you want to talk about that doesn't start with inter. Yeah, I had the same issue. I had to like literally search on X for these responses because they're just vanishing. I don't know where they're fucking going.
It is hard.
Can you translate what this means for us retards? Is it a pDAI pegging encrypted message or not? The best form marketing is green candles, he says. Richard Hart. Okay. It's going to be good. It means that when you have lots of green candles, you can brag about them. But when you have fewer, you have to brag about other stuff. And I do think green candles really are the best marketing when you have people that actually see them. But as you've seen with many green candles in Pulse and Pulse X and other coins on the chain, and heck, other coins on other chains, the candles don't cause people to want to buy. If they don't know someone that got rich on them or even see them to know they exist, I've already explained this numerous times, but for some reasons you fuckers still don't get it and keep asking. Maybe it's like you
I did a post about that was relevant. Because earlier today he basically answered the same question.
Yeah. So maybe it's like you didn't read those explanations, just like other people don't see the candles. And he's right about that, by the way. It's not just green candles and a pump that people notice. People have to be rich, you know what I mean? And when you have, people who are successful, if literally, let's say, instead of like a school bus driving around the U.S. with PulseChain written on it, it was like a $2 million RV, right? Double-decker RV with a hot tub on top. That would get people's attention, right? So you do need people that have gotten wealthy on the thing, and that's how any organization like this, could work. Crypto, or if you've ever been in any multi-level marketing, people need to get wealthy, and then eventually another group of people get wealthy, and you got this chain of people, and then more and more people want to join this chain. And crypto is very similar like that, right? You're constantly exposing the market to more people, and it's growing, and then there's that's what's happening with Bitcoin, where every 4 years there was a new crop of people who got rich. Every 4 years, a new crop of people who got rich. And you can see the wealth. You can see the influencers and their wealth in their homes and their cars and their lives. And that's what markets and gets people's attention. Not the green candles. It's lifestyle, right? And you need people living a certain lifestyle in a certain way that you'd want to be part of or see. We don't really have that on PulseChain. It doesn't have the status that Solana has right now, where people are really wealthy and making videos from Bali and mansions and stuff like that, and this kind of thing. We don't have that, right? We have like some school bus riding around and like some minivans and stuff like that. So that's not a lifestyle thing. So I know what he's talking about, So he must be aware that he's got some plan when he talks about that. So in some ways he's not ready yet. He's kind of letting you know. Cause people some rich. Yeah, you want to know. You don't know somebody got rich on them or even see them to know they exist. Yeah, I think he gets it. He gets that for sure.
For the record, one of the funniest movies is RV. With Robin Williams. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Never seen it.
Very funny.
It would be great to watch a Robin Williams show. I haven't seen that guy on screen in a long time.
But it's great to see you. You did a great job. You did a great job. It was awesome and a pleasure to be at the convention. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Everything about it. You guys did a great job. So salute.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime.
Art, you're right about that. Watching people you think you're more intelligent than making a shit ton of money can be very influential as well. Yeah, and that's going to be the irony of this cycle, is that really just the people degenning into Solana and XRP so far made most of the gains, right? And that's going to be the thing that actually gets attention in the marketing sense, because people can't relate to devs, and they can't relate to traders, and they can't relate to to, whatever, technical people, but they can relate to like just some girl who, was in her third year of college and she just put all her savings into XRP. That's the stuff that gets people talking. And we'll have those. We'll have those as well on this chain. I mean, that's the appeal of crypto, right? That you can come here, not be sophisticated, and change your life, right? If you hold the right asset for a cycle, right? That's the dream. pDAI is good.
Took me 10 minutes with my Uber driver today. 10 minutes. And I realized this past 6 to 12 months, onboarding is just getting easier and easier. It's getting easier because more and more people want to get into crypto. And so the funny thing is when they bring it up to me, they talk about Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and it's gotten so much easier than 4 years ago. It really has. So the masses are coming in. They are coming in because the curiosity and the wanting is increasing. It's increasing dramatically. And I see it because I've been onboarding for 5 years. And this past 12 months, it's like boom, boom. And I call my wife, I go, oh, babe, I onboarded another one. And it's like, it's simple. It's simple. And I always tell on PulseChain, I go, hey, if you've been in crypto, you have any Ethereum tokens from a couple of years ago? And then they turn their head. I go, why are you asking? Because you might have a PRC copy with value, So it's good. God willing, we're all gonna see great gains. Obviously, it's not only about that, but in our ecosystem that we've been waiting for years, we're gonna get rewarded, guys. Rewards are coming.
I have no doubt there's big plans for this ecosystem. I have no doubt that at some point, Richard Hart is going to go extremely crazy in his marketing. Maybe he's just genuinely waiting for Ethereum. Maybe a lot of people didn't expect Ethereum to perform the way it has, and they put a lot of what they're doing on Ethereum, was writing on Ethereum, right? But there's definitely good stuff coming. Let's hear this really quick. What's he got to say, Mr. Larry Fink?
It's not about if our market's going up or down. Is there a bubble in crypto or is there a bubble in technology? It's about being in the market throughout the cycle. It's not about if our market's going up or down. Is there a bubble in crypto or is there a bubble in technology? It's about being in the market throughout the cycle. It's not about.
Wow, this is scary, man. This guy's a psychopath. Wow. Be present.
You think so? You think he's a psychopath? Why is that?
Yeah, I have no doubt he is. He's ruthless. He runs he's the head of the WEF, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I follow now.
They own most of the other assets of the world, man, are going through BlackRock. And they're just playing to win. They're just playing to win. They'll say anything. Like, look,
bubble in crypto or is there a bubble?
I mean, generally speaking, you kind of, the way I look at him is thinking, well, before he used to tell everybody not to buy crypto and to stay away from Bitcoin and everything. And that was the best time to buy it, right? And now he's telling you to stay and hold it. So does that mean it's the worst time to be in it right now? And we're talking about assets that are up, let's say at the all-time high, whatever it is, Bitcoin and Solana, whatever it is, right? I'm not as worried on PulseChain, but, is this a hint that, we got to do the opposite of what he preaches? If you generally have done that, you've probably done well. Smash the like and subscribe, everybody, by the way.
Hey, Wolf, can I ask you a
question? The banks
question?
this guy's pumping is not yours.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, what did you say, Fast?
I just wanted...
Sir, I'll just finish up. I'll hand it to you, bud.
What?
I'm just thinking the bags that this guy is pumping are
Yeah.
not your bags, right?
Oh,
Like he's
right,
pumping
yeah.
the bags of world leaders, governments, all right? Like it's a different game he's playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
100%.
bud. Go ahead.
Yeah, bud. What were you saying?
Right. So my question is, with the entirety of the PulseChain ecosystem, what is the product market fit? What's the purpose
For PulseChain. Okay.
for the entirety of the chain as you see it?
Well, if I was giving an elevator pitch very quickly to somebody in TradFi and they were like, well, I would be like, very simply, look, imagine an Ethereum, something that's actually a copy of it, but it's cheaper and faster and is more easily accessible in terms of the fees and ease of use and doing things. And not to mention, there's also a decentralized aspect to it that may be of interest, maybe not right now, but in the very near future. And your privacy may come as a big concern, and I think PulseChain is going to solve that for you as well. I would keep it really simple, something like that. So I'd have like privacy in there. I would have definitely about the fact that it is much cheaper and it's faster. That's what I would focus on very quickly.
Okay. Do you have a long-term vision for what it would be?
What would be?
What the entirety of the system is going to be? Like,
Oh.
why PulseChain versus ETH?
Yeah, I've talked about this a little bit on streams many times, that catalysts are going to come that we can't imagine right now. And in the same way that, catalysts are coming for DEXs after this SEX liquidation event, right? So a lot of people now realize that, if you go to Hyperliquid, what happened was, stops were getting run and shorts that were actually put in, that were perfectly put in, that were performing correctly, were stopped out automatically by their system, even though they hadn't done anything wrong. So they just took it upon themselves to just take out profitable traders for no reason. So at some point, more of these catalysts are just going to start adding up. And in the same way people are being driven to DEXs, I think in some way something's going to happen that could really drive a flood of interest into PulseChain. And I don't know if that's going to be a privacy thing, and maybe the Heartman has a wallet coming that's going to be timed really well with that, or is it going to be an issue of decentralization and people not liking the fact that all these institutions are now, part and parcel of their investment in Bitcoin or, let's say Ethereum or whatever, right? So in the sense, people might like the fact that on PulseChain, you have a situation where, right now, institutions are not here and they're not moving it around as heavily. But I think another thing that will be a big appeal to people will be the community aspect of it. The fact that it's a blockchain that's not an institutional blockchain. It wasn't made with VC money or whatever it was. It was made by people who sacrificed for it. But in order for that to work, and I think that's going to be what I see happening in the near future. I have this vision of it almost in this very like Grateful Dead kind of way. But what has to really happen is enough people have to get successful on it that other people like, respect, and can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's, when you merge those two together, then you can really have a big cultural movement. And I think that maybe other blockchains might have a financial moment. I think PulseChain can have a strong cultural movement because of this. But you need that, like I think Richard Hart said before, I want to make 1 million millionaires or something like that, right? Well, he knows he has to do that because that's the marketing. It's not the green candles. It's the millionaires who are driving around with PulseChain on their car, or instead of a school bus, it's like $1 million RV with a hot tub on it that says PulseChain on it. It's like getting attention and helping kick off this kind of cultural movement that I see. And then people finding out, oh, banks are evil. Banks, all these institutions, they all want us to join their blockchain. No, I'm not going to join the fucking, financial BlackRock supported blockchain. I want to join the people's blockchain, right? The one that was made by people sacrificing for it. I think that's something right now. The catalysts aren't there yet. We don't think about it, but we have that over here. Like XRP could do really well, but it's still an institutional thing, right? Like created by the man, so to speak, and you're making the man rich. Well, Over here, we have a different narrative, and I think that's going to have a very strong appeal. But catalysts need to come. Some things need to be in place. One is you need that crop of millionaires to start coming out of here, and that needs to combine with other catalysts that we can't envision right now that could happen in the broader crypto market, just like what happened with this, collapse of the sexes just now. There's going to be something. Maybe it's privacy. Maybe it's ETH gets fucked with, or maybe the BlackRock tries to take over Bitcoin, or I don't know what the catalyst is going to be. It's going to be something, and then notice will come here, and then a few things need to line up, right? So there needs to be some successful people already. There needs to be, you need certain things that synergistically are going to line up, and maybe by then Hardman has a wallet, and that has a privacy feature that we can't imagine right now, because right now you're like, well, it's not that big a deal, but wait till digital IDs get forced on you. Then all of a sudden, privacy becomes, the most trending concern for everybody suddenly, right? So catalysts are going to come. Catalysts will come, and part of what you have to do is hang on long enough to ride that wave when those catalysts come.
So
right now,
my biggest concern is these CBDCs that are basically stable coins. And I don't want to talk about pDAI at all. I just want to talk about PulseChain.
Yeah.
The fact that we got a decentralized blockchain and we got ruling from Judge Amen that says that this blockchain lives outside of the United States, it's domiciled outside the United States and doesn't fall under the purview of the SEC, is the most important thing in the history of humanity as far as economics is concerned, in my opinion. These stable coins that are coming out on Ethereum, they skirted the Constitution making them, right? And all they got to do now is call a private company to freeze your wallet, which this is the loss of free speech. When a government agency can call a private company to lock down your funds because you misbehave.
Yeah.
So this blockchain, we'll never see another one like it. Like that timing, the time for the invention of a decentralized blockchain has passed. And you saw Vitalik come out and say, well, we'll just fork Ethereum because he had concerns of these stables on ETH. Well, even if you fork Ethereum, it's still going to be domiciled inside the United States, and it's still going to fall under all of the regulations of the Genius Act and the Clarity Act.
Yeah.
Right? So that is my biggest concern, man. Like, that's why I want this chain to succeed. That's why it's so important that people understand it.
Well, yeah, you're nailing that about the catalyst. That right now, America's, people are fine building there, but catalysts are going to come that they're going to realize that, being located outside the U.S. is actually the smartest move, or Canada or North America. And so that's another one that would kick off that catalyst, where right now people aren't paying attention to it. But you're absolutely right. People would all of a sudden be like, because all these other ones can be in trouble soon. You don't know we don't know what the catalysts are going to be. We don't know what the governments are going to do and what kind of control. And if you're outside the U.S., if you're decentralized, I knew that for myself. That's why I relocated myself outside the where I was. And I did it before COVID. Before the zombie apocalypse, because I saw what was coming. I know.
Yeah.
And
in my opinion, you can set pDAI aside. We need some form of a stable store of value with no admin keys on PulseChain, because, when you look at global macro, there's a lot of countries where citizens are suffering, man, because of sanctions and shit like that. And, the fact that countries can't do business with each other and they're getting locked down, man. Like, there's a lot of depravity around the world that's happening because of sanctions. And I'm not somebody that believes that because you're born on a different place behind a line on a map that you have less value than me, right?
Yeah, but bro,
and that's what this chain solves.
How does? We're probably going kind of far out there on it, but I see what you mean. Okay, so if you wanted to send money and they were saying, great, yeah, that's another thing. There's a lot of great things.
I'm with
about
you
it.
on the decentralized part of PulseChain, right? Like
Yeah.
even the stables that are not censorship proof, USDC from Ethereum, USDT from Ethereum, are somewhat censorship proof on PulseChain because their freeze and revoke features don't work if you have a bridge from Ethereum version. So we have that, and then we have multiple stable coins that have immutable code that can't be turned off with no censorship
And that's
options.
great.
Yo, fast.
Yeah,
was
like
there something else.
Sorry, go ahead.
I missed. I know we had like a few things we were trying to cover, and did I cover everything we had?
The Richard's tweet there.
Ah. Oh, okay. If a giant green candle pops up in the woods and no one sees it, does it make a sound?
You talked about the woods again.
So it's kind of the chicken and the egg, and it's similar to what I said. Yeah, nobody's paying attention to PulseChain because the people aren't resonating with PulseChain right now, right? There's not that many people who resonate with people. If you go to Instagram or you go to TikTok or you see where kind of people are, and then you see, let's say, what's happening on Solana or some other things, it resonates really well. There's a nice congruence between that lifestyle of those influencers, the way they're living, and being that resonates well with an audience in 2025. And so I don't know if he's trying to tell people like you need to change, if that's what he meant by like you need to market better, what have you. We have a pretty diverse group of people, but the truth is, most of the community hasn't really seen a lot of success, so they can't really transform their lifestyle, and it's not being seen in the marketing. I mean, of course, B Roots has marketing where he's on a boat and he's showing some nice cars and he's got wealth, but he made his wealth before PulseChain. It wasn't from PulseChain, right? So I think people do need to see that, because he's kind of what he's saying here is like, look, I can give you green candles, but no one's going to see it. Only who's going to see it is who's here now, or speculators who are just going to sell into it and bolt, right? He's kind of saying if I make a green candle, I need eyes on it. I need everyone to talk about it, know about it. And I think in some ways that happens, if you have influencers that are in here that talk about it, who have a community in social media that people relate to and can connect with, right?
I think also no matter how much gains you make, depending on how many cycles you've been in, bottom line is when you make those gains, you're going to be asked and you're going to come up with the decision of bridging out. Do you want to bridge out? Do you want to get Bitcoin? Do you want to buy back your Ethereum? Or do you want to stay on chain? So to me, there's going to be, if you're seasoned, there's going to be a good amount of percentage that you're going to stay on chain. So that's what he wants. I think that's what everyone wants. I think there's enough in this casino to stay in and not explore or be curious or want anything else. I think we are integrated enough vertically that we're chilling. I got no desire really. Yeah, okay, I'll buy some Bitcoin back if I want to, with all the consolidation that I did in this ecosystem.
Art, you're 100% correct. Art says people are looking to climb social classes at the moment, hardly a hex plus environment currently. He's 100% correct. When you're active on social media and TikTok and Instagram, and you see where everybody is, and you're out in this world, you're dating, you understand what you just said, Art, is 100% what is happening right now. And they need to look at your chain or the people on it and go, I want to live that lifestyle or be part of that, because people are realizing that the lifestyle of the West is coming down, the living standard, okay? And when they see Solana or any of these, whatever chain, you name it, they see the lifestyle of people, right? Living in Bali, living here, the influencers are doing well. They're now they have VCs that help, provide these influencers with said things that, whatever. But we are kind of marketing to the same group a lot, right? And Sharon said, yep, as he said, there's been lots of coins on Pulse that have had plenty of green candles and still very few new people. And that's also 100% correct. There have been a lot of amazing runners. I mean, PTGC, besides the PulseChain, you have PTGC, you've got, you know, X Games running now. You've definitely got projects, but, you know, it is true. We don't have a lot of new people coming in who are going to see, let's say, as Richard Hart said, if he did pump Pulse right now, who's going to see it? It would be mostly the traders and the people here right now, right? But I think in some ways it has to pump and make green candles and go up and at least be past SAC price, and then people start talking about it, and or people are excited to show off, you know, some their gains, right? Like, look, I've got a great car, I upgraded my lifestyle a little bit, you know, inevitably, you know. Like, Bud, where you at right now?
I'm in Oklahoma, brother.
Yeah, so we got to get Bud in a Lambo, right? He's sitting in his Lambo.
No, dude, I'm good, brother. Like, I run a couple businesses. I'm gonna have to jump off pretty quick. I volunteer. I go once a month. I serve on the water department down here. We're trying to get some new infrastructure for all these people so that they have, you know, steady water supply. Like, you know, crypto's not how I make my living, man. I've been here since the beginning. I was around when Richard was talking about CFD token. Like,
oh, wow.
I was involved with Hex from the very beginning, right? So, you know, I've been here, bro. Like, the Grays ages me, you know, like, I've been to Anarchapulco, all the Jeff Berwick shit, you know, like Blockchain Stampede. I've been here for a minute.
That's awesome.
And
hang on
at this point in my,
Scotty, what's up, man? He says RH responded to Ian again, said, maybe after Ian asked, will you stream again? Yo, you have a link to that? Send me a link to that. I'll pop it up. They don't have the time. It needs to be done now. Is that
anyway, man, thanks for having me up. I got to roll. I got to go do this executive meeting.
Bud, it was a pleasure meeting you, man. Thanks for jumping on the show.
Take care, Bud. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, guys.
Good to see
you, man.
Have
a good evening.
You got it, brother. Let's see. We'll go to, was it Ian? Wait, would you see Ian Heinish's message? Oh, cool. Okay. Will you stream again? Maybe, but it's time consuming, and having 150K subs don't make me feel baller. True, but if you can come back streaming those numbers with 5 to 8x in no time, you got main character energy and could take over fast. Why is RH worried that he only has 150,000 subs? That's a lot of subs, right? I think you're muted, Fast. Fast. You're muted, brother. You're muted.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. You gotta start from the
I
beginning.
think Richard's not comparing himself to you or me. He's comparing himself to like Crypto Rand or, you know, Altcoin Daily, like the big boys, right?
Okay.
But I think he would get to that million plus subs pretty fast if he started streaming. And Ian's kind of alluding to that here.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he'd 5x really quick.
Yeah.
Same
And we would make that happen. Like, as a community, like, guess what? Like, we'd be pushing them streams. I had an idea that, like, these marketing devices, you know, the massive never before seen marketing, like, they could include a link to Richard's YouTube, perhaps a link that you could just scan with your cell phone that would take you right there. And, you know, you send out 10 million devices with your YouTube on it. Maybe you get 10, you know, you get above 1 million subscribers pretty quick.
Yeah, you would, man, for sure. What's this?
The number one undervalued layer one in all of crypto.
But I mean, isn't the guy in jail or something? What's the story?
Nah, he's not in jail, man.
What's the story?
He has a SEC case on him
about
the launch of PulseChain and Hex. But let's be for real. Solana also has that tag, and Solana just went up like crazy. That shows you that the crypto market is valuing the future and not the present.
Yeah. So last time I had Richard on my show, it was like 2 years ago, when he promised Pulse was going to come out like in a couple weeks, and then it didn't for a year and a half or something. And he raised like $2 billion, and at the time he said it was him and 2 developers. So I'm curious, like, and we know it's like it's just a fork of I think BNB chain.
Ethereum. See, that's
BNB
the thing.
chain.
In the beginning, it was a fork of that. But then he waited for the Ethereum 2.0 to come out, and he forked that.
There is no Ethereum
everything that Ethereum upgrades, they are upgradable with that. You can't say that about any other EVM. And that's why it's going to be, in my opinion, one of the biggest undervalued chains, because it literally can beat Ethereum. As soon as Ethereum does its developments and its upgrades, boom, PulseChain does it. There's no,
Okay, let's not
there's
turn
not
this
a
into
single
a
L1 that won't compete with it.
Pulse X situation. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't follow that stuff too much. I just heard it was a little bit fishy, the whole situation. PulseChain though, God.
He's working. You can't say B-Roots doesn't show up for work, right?
Dude, he hustles, man. He works his ass off for sure.
I like B-Roots. I met him in person.
I like him too. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we both did, Artie.
A good guy.
PLS 369 conference. He was live. He spoke in public. He had a big party. You know,
I never had an issue with him. I know a lot of people did. I just, he's out there. He was on Crypto Banner. He's just, yeah. I mean,
all my issues with him are strictly recreational. He's a good troll.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. All right. What did I miss? So kind of what he's saying is he's not playing. Is he kind of hinting that, like, why'd you want to talk about this one, Faz? He's kind of saying that, look, I'm not going to pump this thing anytime soon. Is that kind of what you're getting from this?
Well, he's certainly not promising that he's going to pump it anytime soon. Like he's saying that if nobody's watching, it doesn't matter if I pump it, right? Like it's just inside an echo chamber, and that totally makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like if he pumped PulseChain and the only people who noticed were people who were already on PulseChain, then guess what? It's like they're gonna sell. No new people are going to come in, and it won't, like, the benefit won't extend beyond the amount of money that was used to pump the chain, which honestly will be extracted by relatively few players.
100%,
right?
100%.
So you need, you need to have eyeballs on it. He's not saying you need to have adoption, right? It doesn't mean we have to have 10 million new users, but we need 10 million new eyeballs before those pumps start to pay off beyond the value that was put into them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Don't you think so, Artie?
Yeah,
Ox, you keep reposting the same comment, Ox, and it's very like estrogen filled, bro. You just knock it off, man. You're looking way too deep into shit. Sorry, Artie, go ahead.
I just think even from today, a lot of people might have got upset, and a lot of people might have got flushed out today.
Yeah.
And, that was his purpose. That could have been his purpose, flushing out. Right. And there's going to be a time where he's going to stop.
Okay.
And we're going to pump. Yeah. So that, in my opinion, is so much in the near future that time is running out to get flushed out. And if you're getting flushed out now, then we're at the end times. So it's exciting. It's exciting times right now. The fact that he's talking, and I feel like he's going to start streaming soon too. And whatever's going on with Interpool, and if that's ended, great. And of course, once he starts streaming, it's going to be full-fledged engagement.
Yeah.
And, his followers and whatever he wants will multiply, of course, because he hasn't been on stream for a while, all these years. It's been a couple years, no?
Yeah.
Outside of Christmas and thing, it's been like we miss him.
Yeah.
Anyone who's been with him all this time, You know, it's a different animal when he streams compared to his tweets. You can't compare the two, really. So
No, I think you're right. Everybody in crypto is waiting for Richard Hart streams.
I think Brazology is right. That's I think what we're seeing may be just Richard. It's not him being particularly unusually mean.
Yeah.
I think if we see anything, it'll just be more consistently that, and that will bring in some people and obviously send out some people.
IOBen, somebody asked him, "Are you doing okay?" And he said, "Meh. It doesn't seem like he's doing well." Do we have that?
He's not excited. He gave the same answer to "How was your birthday?" He also said, "Meh."
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, we covered a lot of stuff. It's crazy.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's funny. That's what it feels like right now. Crypto Dave, what's up, man? I really appreciate that. Reach up, smash the like button if you can. I want to remind you guys that we got a Telegram group, but more importantly, all the alpha that goes in Telegram, I'm first going to story it on Instagram. So make sure you're subscribed to Saint Wolf 369, where I'm going to drop stories in there. And the reason is you guys that watch the show are the only ones getting the Instagram. Nobody else is getting the Instagram, okay? I'm not writing it in the Telegram. I'm not putting it on X. So if people are just watching it to see what the alpha is, they're not going to get it. So only you guys that watch this and subscribe to Saint Wolf 369 are going to see any drops we have, projects coming up, or just really important updates in terms of price action or what have you. It's not a crypto channel for me. So when you see something applicable, it's probably because it's something important that I want you guys to see first. So that's the purpose of that Instagram there. But it is my personal one. And it's cool. You know, we connect on there, get to see who we really are. So I think it's a pretty cool space. Let's see, what are we looking at? Have just a moment of this here. Ah, yes. Meh.
Yes. Monkeys eating watermelon. That's a great place to leave off.
you see the monkey fly away on the TikTok with the tornadoes?
No.
Just saw it recently. Popped up on my thing. It was hilarious. Sad but hilarious.
It's a real video or it's AI?
I think it's AI. It looked AI.
Okay. Oh man. Okay, check this out.
I've been seeing lots of AI videos of babies getting saved from bears by cats and stuff like that. They're getting really good. Like I looked twice. Like, oh my god, that bear's gonna get that baby.
That one.
And then like a tabby cat jumps out and like beats up the bear. It runs away. So I'm pretty sure it's AI. I'm no bear expert, but yeah. Must have took him like, he must have put in like 6 to 8 hours of replying to these tweets today.
Yeah.
He's probably very annoyed now.
Trap Gravity
Probably
says,
has to
are you
take a nap."
wearing a black t-shirt currently? Richard Hart. I actually am. LOL. Oh, black t-shirt.
Bullish.
Richard is back.
Yep.
It's a Gucci black t-shirt, but it's a black t-shirt.
Black t-shirts for the win.
Nice. That's good. That's good. Oh, here we go. KR says, if PHEX went to $1.10, would you count that as a 20,000x? Many say this one-to-one, he's talking about parity, is incoming with EHEX and HEX. Do you think this is possible? Or should we only be focusing on PHEX on PulseChain, HEX on PulseChain? Also, will we ever see you on X bases again? Richard says, the X figures I use have always been measured from big ass dips, because why not? You can buy a dip like anyone else. Okay. Interesting.
Didn't answer all the questions there.
Clearly not.
No, he didn't answer that one at all, really, huh? Sir, all I do is buy dips, and I will keep buying. And my last question, we will ever see a comeback of Richard on Spaces?
JR likes the spaces. We know that.
Let's see what other
It's one of the main spacers around these parts.
KR, my brother, buy the dip. That's not true. If you have no money to buy during a dip, you can't. What do you think about? That's true. Ready to be boned. SPX 6900. You didn't answer the spicier part of the question regarding EHEX PHEX ratio. Is EHEX still your bastard child? Okay, he won't answer that. So I'm bullish on EHEX.
He is ignoring some questions that are giving away too much, I think.
Yeah,
like,
fair enough.
The one he answered of mine was like my least important question.
You guys are saying the monkey and ducks video was AI?
I don't think so.
I wish you guys could.
It's not that hard to get a monkey to eat watermelon with ducks. Like,
it's not that far-fetched.
Why would you bother?
Yeah, it's not that hard to get them to do it, but
like you could do it with AI, I'm sure, but like I don't know. Looks like a monkey. Look, count the monkey's fingers. He's got 5 fingers.
Somebody said the knife was too close. Not really.
Mm-hmm. Watermelon looks pretty random, like that seed distribution's random. It's not like a picture perfect watermelon, that's for sure.
I think it's real.
Can I ask you guys a question?
This is the big ass tip.
You, Artie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you guys sacrifice liquid loans for the 24-month lockup period? That's upcoming, gonna get released in, I think, end of November.
I did not, but I know of it.
Yeah. How about you, Saint?
Did I sacrifice for liquid loans?
The lockup for 24 months.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. I guess that was
that won't be a win for the people who did that already, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure.
100% not.
Okay, so
it's gonna look pretty bad, actually. The deal was, Wolf, that I think for the 24-month lockup, like you sacrificed and you got your tokens 2 years after everybody else, and you had got 50% more tokens, I want to say. Mm-hmm. But like the price action does not favor that move in a dollars way at all. Okay. Nor did the liquid loan sacrifice profit pretty much anybody, I think. If you staked your sacrifice tokens the whole time, I think that was probably actually the best move, because that protocol did generate $8 million in fees to stakers. So it works, but yeah, price, questionable.
Eric's thought says, in response to Richard Hart's, one of his messages from earlier, he says, I can't believe not a single person has asked you what your thoughts are on the length of this cycle and where we are at the moment in this cycle. 4-year cycle versus extended versus all the other theories. This is one of your main superpowers, and people are instead asking you about keyboards.
Yes, they are.
He says, it's harder to call a top when gold is up 60% on the year and 2.3x in 2 years. S&P 500 is up 60x in 2 years. If the dollar is just going to lose versus all other assets, you'd think crypto might just be waiting for whatever government or legacy finance guys to run it up once everything else is far as imaginable. So he's kind of, what he's saying there, I think, is that at some point very soon a rotation could happen into crypto. That's what I'm getting.
Crypto could run last, right?
Yeah. And I think that based on, it's really interesting that this came up, and thanks to whoever sent, was this Via Boy, thanks so much for sending this, because this ties into a post that was just made today by Kramer. Now, Kramer just posted today. Did I repost that in the timeline here? I think I posted it in the Telegram. So Kramer posted that he said, it was interesting what he just said. Fuck, didn't I post it in here? He said something about now is the perfect time for stocks to go up and crypto to crash down. He said something like that. So my thinking was, because I can see the charts of a lot of these stocks, I mean, they could push up, but they may be pretty topped out, and there is a rotation, exactly opposite of what he's saying, right? So he's kind of saying, like, it'd be nice. Who's got that post? Let's fucking find it. said something about like, stocks look. It'd be nice if crypto got crushed down and allowed great performers on the stock market to go up, something like that. And I think to me it was a signal that there's a rotation about to happen from fucking equities into crypto. Is what I'm getting. And ETH is going to lead that charge, of course, which is good for us and most other alts, right? That's what we're all hoping for, right? And I think that could be happening very soon. Because another thing, and you guys heard me, so people are timing the cycles differently. You guys heard my stream from 2 nights ago where I was just sharing you guys data. I had a couple people be like, oh, you're bearish. I'm like, bro, there's no such thing with me in charts as bearish and bullish. I look at the chart and I go, I think the price action is going this way. I look at the chart and I let it tell me what to share with you guys. I don't fucking care about the bias here. Okay. So the other night I was telling you guys about the cycles and I was doing it. It was 1,057, I think, when I was doing it. And I was doing from the low to the high. This guy's just off by a few days. He's doing 1064 days, but what's that? 7 more days than I had calculated. But it's the same idea. He just might be pulling from like a candle a week before, whatever. The point is it's the same thing he's coming to, which is that the cycles are exactly the same, okay, from low to high, okay? And I just went over this 2 nights ago on the stream, right? You guys remember, a lot of people were angry at me. I'm like, dude, I'm just showing you this data from the charts. It's not fucking, okay? And same thing. Now, what's interesting, so I said, I have to show all you guys this because, could the cycle be over? I don't know. I'm just saying that, we are exactly at that point when every cycle before started its bear market. That's exactly where we are. There's no question about that. But what could be really interesting now is if we do get a super cycle here, in the sense that what if, because these are rumors, right? Everyone's seen these rumors. By the way, smash the like button if you can. Trump is supposedly, you guys have heard this probably, supposedly going to announce no capital gains on crypto. You guys have heard this rumor, right?
For what though? The U.S. companies though, like Algo and
no, for everybody, no capital gains on crypto. Yeah. So that would kick us into a super cycle. That means that right now, technically it would be the end. As you see, the cycles are this is where Bitcoin would top out. But maybe we have a slight bit of pullback or whatever, and then we start ripping and we go into this euphoric phase. But it's actually not just a euphoric phase. It's some epic run longer than people can think of that happens right now, based on this catalyst. They don't even have to print money per se. I mean, they could just say no capital gains on crypto, and we would. I mean, you don't need me to tell you how crazy it would get, right? It could get really nuts. You could have this like 3 month of just like mega nutso fucking.
Exactly, 3 months.
Yeah.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. No, it would be serious. But if they did announce it, the year ends on New Year's, right? So if people are worried about capital gains, the real madness would happen literally November, right? And December, because they have to sell before the end of the year. So, I mean, I don't know if he would enact it for the next following year, or he'd be like, starting today. Dude, how nuts would it be if come Monday he's like, starting today, officially there's no capital gains on crypto. Do you know how much money would fucking flood into Ethereum or anything right now? Do you understand how fast Ethereum would go from 4K to 16K? Dude, it would 4X.
Yeah, and there'd be guys front running that
dude.
shit. Like, it'd be huge.
Yeah, the move would be insane. And maybe that would be a blow up top. Maybe it would wrap up in 6.
Even just the insiders who knew about it would pump it to 10K.
Yeah. So that could be really interesting, especially because everyone has this data that I'm showing you about the cycles being timed. And in the sense that we're out of time. It's done. You can see it. Like I said, I did it the other night. I had 1,057 days. We're all coming at, it doesn't matter what influence or whatever, we're all coming at the same realization that technically the cycle's over. Okay? There's no question. So what would be amazing is they have some crazy catalyst that sends us rip-roaring into an incredible euphoric phase. And if they did suspend capital gains, man, yeah, I'm easily seeing ETH at 16K. I think you could 3x or 3 to 4x ETH really fast. Really fast.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. And, I'm guessing RH would probably be tempted to, get something going by then.
Could be.
No capital gains. But, I don't know if they're just rumors or what's going on. You guys probably know better. Some of you guys are more up to speed with the news. Is that something, can you do that without Congress? I think everyone would be on board very quickly with that.
I would be surprised if all of them were on board, right? Like, there's huge implications in something like that because you would see a massive wealth transfer, right? Like you'd see the stock market, maybe the stock market would tank because it would all flow into crypto.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. So if they ask me, I'm going to give 2 thumbs up.
Okay, cool. Cool. Love it, man. All right. Okay. Moon King responding. Remember we talked earlier about Richard Hart had made a comment that something Moon King had done was demoralizing, and he wouldn't consider responding to him or working with him or talking to him. So Moon King just responded. He says, "I've done more for PulseChain than Richard Hart when he looks at it like demoralizing. I look at it, step up your game, step your game up. I come from the sports world. We aren't the same."
He did challenge Richard in several. I still don't know exactly which post Richard's talking about. He did challenge Richard on occasion in the past 2 weeks, to pump the chain, to show up for work, whatever. So I could see how some of that could have been taken badly, but I think it came from the right place.
I mean, he's
Yeah, but
challenging
you're
now.
being boastful. You're being boastful.
Being
What's boastful?
Well, he is Moon King is boastful.
Boastful.
He seems like he's full of pride, but that's also the character he plays on TV, right?
Well, look, he's an athlete. He's competitive, right? And, when you're competitive, that's how you get the boys to pick up their game, right? Get it together. And sometimes people need that. Maybe it's good for him. I don't know. I don't know what Richard responds to. I don't know him. But this is how Moon King communicates. And, he's saying step up your game. Or Richard's obviously not used to being, maybe he doesn't respond well to that communication style. He obviously doesn't come from athletics and that level of competition. I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I know you're a sharp guy, but until you debate him one-on-one, you won't realize he's not just a few leagues ahead of you. He's operating on an entirely different level altogether. No disrespect. Damn. Well, the fact that he's afraid to do it proves that maybe he isn't. He used to only debate people that have 10K or more followers. I have 100,000K. 100K. Why he's afraid? I know everything about him. He knows nothing about me. And he's right. He's ready.
This is now the play for Moon King is to keep supporting but challenge Richard, right?
Yeah.
Because now he can be a valued asset as a nemesis. As long as he is also towing the line on PulseChain being the way. That could be fun. That could result in fantastic numbers.
Somebody
Perhaps
says,
you
what
want to
sport?
trigger him for a stream.
Somebody says, what sport?
Sure.
Figure skating? Moon King says, collegiate football and full ride scholarship with a university that's a top 10 school that's hard to get a 4.0. Next.
And don't forget, he was a professional, wrestler, play wrestler on TV, right? Like WWF stuff, but still extremely athletic. Most people cannot do that.
Yeah, I don't think people understand. I mean, look, he's very intelligent. He's a very sharp fucking guy. You know what I mean? Somebody says you come from fake wrestling. He says, you sure
Fake wrestling would be fucking hard.
He says he's got a law degree, minor in business and forensics from a top 10 university in America on a full ride scholarship for football.
What a dummy.
Yeah, no, he's a smart guy, man. I've gotten to talk to him on the show, and I respect his work, man. I totally respect his work, and he understands the cycles and charts. He's one of the few other people on this chain that actually understands the charts, which is cool, which is good to see, and also makes it very simple, right? I'm sure there are other people that can get in the weeds, but he understands. Someone like Burits, whose level of competitiveness, persistence is based enough. I mean, nobody's at the level I am, of course. but that's interesting, man. I think that I think that would be amazing if we got a stream with B Roots and Richard Hart, and I don't know. But I don't know if that would be that.
You would host that stream? You'd be okay with it?
Yeah, I would host it. The thing is, like, I don't know how productive that would be. You know, like what would be the point, like, for Richard to do a stream like that, right? Obviously, B Roots is challenging him.
Yeah.
Like what's in it?
It's kind of echo chamber, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is a bit of an echo chamber if that were to happen. Even though it'd be a great stream, it's not really going to help. Dude played like 5 snaps. I was like breaking down his background. All right. So, yeah, I think possibly a nice
entertainment industry, though, right? Like, we are entertained.
We are entertained. So here's the thing, really quick. You know, you heard my rant from the other night. Obviously, I was right again. We have weakness coming in today, not bullishness, like I said 2 nights ago. And, you know, the charts, you know, they're not great looking. At the same time, you know, I mean, obviously this wick could fill some more for sure, but we could also, you know, just be a few days away from starting a move to the upside. I mean, if they want to take us up to the next level, which would be about 150-ish, which for me really is just the midline of this channel around 150, they have to make that move pretty quick, right? So one of the reasons psychologically you have chops like this is so people don't know what you're going to do, and market makers make most of their money in this chop, okay? And then when the move up happens, they want to make sure the most amount of people are off sides when that happens, right? So right now, you know, people are definitely off sides. Nobody knows, you know, what's going to happen. So, you know, we could just bleed out and then make a quick run to the upside. And the reason they move very quickly to the upside is to keep people from getting in and placing their longs, right? So that's why the moves happen so violently to the upside. So we could move up pretty quick if that's what's going to happen. And maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe we go into the end of October and November with a lot of bullishness. And maybe they give us some bullish news to get, you know, at least take us to the end of the year. But I guess we'll come back tomorrow. We'll do a stream. Maybe we'll go back deeper into these charts and look a little more. We'll see what happens. Right now, we're just chopping right now. You know, absolutely, you know, we got weakness in the charts. ETH 41.36. We are kind of breaking out of the uptrend to the downside, kind of being rejected, falling out of it a little bit. Oh, I got to take this fucking red thing off. Can't see shit. What's going on here? We're back above it again. I don't know if I'm going to trust these lines. Or maybe it's
stagnant for weeks, months.
Yeah, I think we're. Yeah, so there's one of my drawings. This is my squiggle. I had once again another one I had done a long time ago. Got some of it playing out nice, but now we're breaking down. We're not looking too bullish right now. Yo, Far Right Aliens, thanks, man. Really appreciate that. If you guys appreciate the stream, smash the like button and share the video. But definitely come to the Instagram, St. Wolf 369, and the Telegram at St. Wolf Vision. Let's see. Go back to go to Pulse really quick. Ink is 127 right now, by the way. Okay, we're still kind of in this formation, holding the support. We're fine.
27 is respectable.
We're chopping. Yeah, let's go look at ink really quick. Put the orange ones on. Let's see the fucking charts. All right. I don't want to see this fucking chart.
I feel like there's a delay in Richard doing what he did today. You know, I think it's going to turn into a bullish thing that could have price action attached to it. Not financial advice.
Yeah, you know, I got this purple box. We're dancing right above it. You can see the wicks hitting it. I'm still pretty certain we're going to come in here for a little bit. But we're dancing on it. So, you know, that's enough for me to be like, okay, it doesn't have to come in there. We've touched my box. We could be done and just chop right here before we move up. But everything's at mercy to the bigger market movement right now, right? If things keep weakening, all these prices are just going to slowly go to the right, chop, and weaken a little bit. But it's obvious from the capitulation event we had almost a week ago that most of the sellers are out. So I'm not that worried about a mass sell-off necessarily, unless, you know, obviously Bitcoin starts, you know, the whole market starts crashing very hard. But even then, I do think most of the sellers are out, and people that are holding now are the holders for the most part, right? I mean, what do you guys think about that? You think most of the people here are the holders now, or you think we still got a lot of people just waiting to dump?
There's still some big guys that are hanging around. You know, maybe one or two could get shaken out, but like as far as the little guys go, like I think we're in a situation where, you know, there's been dips that people want to buy, but they are cashed in, and there's no more option for them to buy the dips. So, you know, overall bullish that you know, we are close to the bottom if the bottom is not already in. The thing that happened last week, you know, like with the giant red candle there, like with the leverage traders getting wiped out, like it was pretty cool how it almost didn't touch PulseChain. Like, of course, there's some residual price action from the connection to Ethereum, bonded liquidity, blah blah. But like, you know, that centralized DeFi took the hit, right? And PulseChain mostly unaffected.
Plus, we've also gotten affected enough. Also,
true.
All this time.
Yeah.
I mean, enough is enough. That blessing, thank God.
Yep.
We didn't get
The fact that PulseChain did so well, it's like,
yeah,
we saw what was happening outside the market, and there was even opportunity. Like there was opportunity to sell your Pulse and go buy Ethereum. That opportunity is now passed, but like there was a moment where like you would have been golden to sell your PulseChain assets, buy ETH, buy Bitcoin, catch that pump. And by and large, from the numbers, I don't think people did that.
Yo, Faraday, who said that? Brenton. I think if we had a serious drop from here, for me, I don't give a shit about 103. I think you'd be at 99 or 100,000 pretty quick.
I think the biggest pump that a lot of people not talking about, and I don't carry it, is Peacock, because that was also what was it? Went all the way down to 0.02, and it 6x, 6 to 7x.
Thanks, Anthony.
In a matter of a couple of weeks.
Look, there's
A week.
opportunities out there. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff
Yes.
going on. You know, if you pay attention, you can find stuff. You know, but it's, you know, it's still, you know, yeah, it's still the same people here, which is what I get what they're taught, what their concern is right now, right?
But see, the problem is the trading and the slippage, especially when you're dealing with big numbers. The slippage, it doesn't make it as much worthwhile. It doesn't.
Yo, how long ago did I make this PTGC prediction? Like, how fucking long ago? Look how fucking almost
3 months
yeah, like almost 3 months ago, man. I drew this so fucking long ago, and look at that, and people were so mad at me. But you know, I have it going up after this, so you know, hopefully this is it. But man, right almost to the day is the low coming in, and it even went lower. Went to the literally wick to the bottom of my box right there. Bam, 0.0001666. What a number!
Yeah.
Think of it when it was at Vegas.
PTGC. All right. I just keep these drawings up here, man. Just keep. I don't touch them. Let's see. Pump. Pump. Let's go to the pump really quick. Oh, it's fine. It's just chopping. What's there to say here? Generally looks bullish though. I like what I'm seeing here on pump tires. I really like what's happening. I think it's being a bit of a slave to just PulseChain right now in the general market, but pump looks good. All these patterns show people really interested. Kind of got higher lows here. This looks nice. It looks really healthy, really good. Yeah, I like pump. Pump looking good here.
Mm-hmm.
Pump looking good. Most looking worse, but you know, it's all right. It also had gone up quite a bit more too, so there's probably more sellers in there right now, right? It went up quite a bit more, so.
I'm LPing those two against each other.
Oh, nice.
I win no matter what.
Is it working out? Is the LP
I think
good?
there's a great correlation between those two.
Wait, what was I? What was I just looking at?
You're looking at pump and most.
Oh, okay. Pump and most. I am probably getting about to the end of my rope here. I got up super fucking early today. You guys know it's fucking late, man. I don't. It's the same, bro. To me, it's the same fucking chart. RH's first tweet, the one where he said he would reply to everyone, has 160,000 views. I don't know how he could say if he streamed again he wouldn't get 6 to 8. Yeah, no, he would 5x his subscribership pretty quick, man. Fast, isn't your new governor coming to the White House? All right.
Can we do that?
All right, I'll go deeper into the charts. I need more sleep before I go into these charts, man. I do need rest to like look really closely and see what's going on right now. And I am cashed out, dude. I need sleep. I feel like I can barely talk right
the
now.
Prime Minister is going to meet with Donald Trump at some time, I'm sure. That's what we call him.
Okay, here we go. This is the good stuff. Eric Wall, it took him forever to chime in. I was wondering where he's been. The relationship between Richard and his fans needs to be studied in a lab of some kind.
Always is the best.
This is going to make crypto history, bro. This is crypto history. How do we see this? Hi, Richard. I'm right here. First and foremost, thank you for responding to your community. I want to be honest. You used to say that the best form of marketing is green candles. What made the change? All right, then you guys have seen the rest of it. And then Richard replies, if I see your ass cry fagging about me not being here one single more fucking time, I'm leaving your ass blocked. Yeah. I love how he was typing this out so fast that he couldn't even get the I am like punctuation correct. It was just like the fucking, what's it, semicolon or something like that. It's awesome. This is
Like
just
these guys know each other though, right? Like there's clearly a relationship there for that kind of response.
Well, he's never streamed with him, so
No, I don't think so. But like he must know who he is. He must watch him.
Yeah, for sure.
Richard, we should do a stream.
Maybe he has the two. I don't know for sure.
We gotta get Richard on the show. Do a conversation with him.
I in my repost of this space, I indicated there was a spot for him if he was interested.
Nice.
So he's yet to respond.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy the stream. We have a really good chat. It'd be we have a good time.
Yeah, it's chill, but not boring.
It's never boring. Oh my God, it would be really cool if Richard Hart marked the top of the cycle by doing a sacrifice for his crypto wallet. Nobody wants to touch the sacrifice now, but what if PulseChain first pump 55x from here? I sure would like a wallet, no doubt. Did he just tweet that? Or is this made up?
He did tweet that about liking a wallet. Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, okay.
What's from today anyway? Like within an hour or two. There's so many today. It's like I'm always forgetting which ones are good.
Oil appears to be in the process of collapsing. That means demand is collapsing. That relates back to the Dow Jones Transportation Index, which we've talked about before. So, you know.
So to the peace deals in the Middle East, that will be bad for oil price.
A peace deal? Well, yeah, it would drop the price of oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a war premium going on, right?
Yeah. So they'd line that up with some kind of demand reduction event or something. Cry fight. Oh, let's give him some credit.
Taking 115 pounds.
Let's give him
That's
some
actually
credit. That's good, man.
Pretty impressive.
That's really good, bro. That's really impressive.
I think he's up to 585 on the deadlift. He's kind of a gorilla.
Damn, he's handling.
And I love how he's embracing the cry fagging. It's hilarious.
You shouldn't embrace the cry fagging. But
what are you gonna do, right? Like if you're him, what are you gonna do?
Go. I wouldn't get out of. I don't know. Saint, where do you see price of gold and silver going? My targets are about hit on gold, man. So if they roll over, it could be a signal for a nice juicy blow off top and risk assets. But if something's going down, they could even go higher. We're at my second target. I think my first one was 3,700. I don't remember, but we're at 4,100. He'll have a busted shoulder. We touch his box. You touch my box. Creatine and cryptag. That's respectable weight, man. Why do you think he would tear? He doesn't look like he's like forcing that weight, but at the same time, I mean, he genuinely looks like he's putting it up.
Yeah, I don't think that's his record or anything.
But I would perfect the form definitely for sure in lower weight. But at the same time, like I mean, that's pretty amazing amount of weight there. Yeah, I've said this a million times too. Benjamin Cohen, in those keep on for alt season. In order for alt season to happen, ETH needs to go to 5K and hold as support. Which is what I've said a million times. And at this point, a daily close above 5K ain't going to do it. I think you need a weekly close above 5K at this point. 90% not prepared for alt season. That's true. People aren't prepared of alt season. That could be also a condition why we could get one, like a crazy one. But, yeah. What the fuck is this?
It's a very light taste. It wouldn't be my type of cigarette. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Marlboro Light. You know.
What the fuck is... Did he post this too? I didn't see this one. Okay. Trade Bro says, honestly, some honesty, don't block me, brah. We can't make a chain that looks us down. People do not buy red candles, especially normies. They buy green ones. You said green candles are the best market for the last 6 years. Every time I try to shill this to IRL communities, they say, 1, you're controversial, and 2, it's down so much, it's not doing well, so they don't want to buy it. I get that you want more users and more community, but the only reason the chain has gone down to only 1,200 active users is because the chain's been washed out since launch. I'm bullish. And luckily, I'm good at PvP. Or else me, like my onboards, would be wrecked, mate. That's fair. Richard Hart says, Bitcoin and ETH have both been down 95%, and it was hard to sell them when they were down that much, too. It's kind of an endurance test. Whatever coins break through the noise or just won't go away eventually get rewarded.
I like the sound of that.
He's talking about pDAI, bro.
Oh, no.
He could be. Could be. Chat, you guys are absolutely
unfortunately
amazing.
Yeah, that does fit, but
remember,
I'm gonna strongly that's not the case.
Remember, I'm gonna drop all the alpha at Saint Wolf 369 on Instagram. So go to Instagram and subscribe, and then of course here at Saint Wolf Vision in the Telegram group as well. I don't know. What do you guys want to wrap?
I'm gonna have
this
to
up
make
with?
an Instagram account just so I can subscribe.
You guys want to wrap us up with something?
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. It's been a big day, folks.
Well, for me, guys,
It's been an interesting day.
I'm out in my car. Usually I'm in my car with you guys.
Yeah.
True.
I don't think I've ever been this long with you guys. It's always a pleasure and an honor. I love you guys. Till the next time, positivity and faith and all respect, my friends.
Great seeing you, brother. Great
Thanks,
seeing you.
Artie.
Always good to see both of you guys. Always.
Amen.
Have a great night.
Good night, brother.
Good night.
All right, chat. That's about it. Come to the Telegram. Some of you guys I'll see on Instagram. Fast. What's going to happen tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Oh, man. I think we're going to feel the lashback from what happened today. I'm overall bullish on the micro on PulseChain, with Richard coming back and engaging with people, indicating that he may well stream in the future, and that and that he's here, right? He's going to start steering the ship. So I want to see that happen. But yeah, today's not done. I still have a couple more engagements, and it goes on.
All right. Good luck with that, man. You're a hardworking guy.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. We'll see you guys soon. Armando, you're welcome, brother. Good seeing you. Good night.